like
Of course.
the
Pathetic.
on my normal TV, I could have the thing where it shows it on the TV screen itself, but with this, it's just like.
But you are too weak. Not anything ever. 2 videos, and he's not live. I repeat, he is not live.
Reload the dadgum thing, huh? How about that?
I just searched your name, huh?
Search it again.
It's probably gonna be like halfway down the list.
Because I'm most certainly live. Look up my channel, and then.
I did. I'm looking at your channel right now.
Click on my dadgum.
What do you think I'm reading all these fireworks stolen in Chelsea? Bit Club Network review.
Yes, Jarron. We all. That's it.
Podcast number 3. Hey, I'm gonna click on your channel. Oh, you seriously just put my name?
Your
boy,
first
oh
name,
boy.
literally like a million people, more than a million people named Jarron.
Knows what flora and whatever. I'm not even trying to pronounce it. How about they spell it right then? F-A-N-A.
That is how it's spelled. Oh, they spell it.
No.
Because it's Latin or whatever. What does torrid mean, Jarron? Don't look it up. I want to see what your best... Because I don't know either, so I'm not going to judge you at all. I want your guess on what torrid means. T-O-R-R.
Torrid. Based on the look of the planet, we're going to say mostly water, with a little bit of island. That's what torrid means.
You said it like you just knew and you were trying to recount a memory like, torrid. Well, it turns out you were exactly the opposite. You were completely wrong. It means hot and dry. There is water, though, so that's a bit confusing. It's probably just talking about the land itself.
Knowing that you looked it up is fine.
Well, I'm saying, oh, that is definitely. How the heck is a planet like a planet covered in water? A firestorm, huh? How does it? Oh, I guess maybe the firestorm. That kind of explains it.
What makes
The ground's
it?
gonna come up real quick. Oh shoot, that was okay. That's cool. We're good. And the storm's clearing already. Thanks, I guess. See, how the heck does how the heck does a planet?
Oh wow, I'm like, don't pull your gun out yet or anything. My freaking thing is cajillion minutes behind. There you go.
How the heck does a planet get like this? There's water right there. Drink up. Extreme.
Maybe the water's water's is dead.
This place has yellow turtle shells. Oh my! Oh
Man, those turtle shells.
Gosh, I cannot stay around here long. Oh, it is! Yay! Oh, cool. This heat is like killing me. Oh.
Snapsicles, he held it with 2 hands.
Well, not in first person though. That's weird. He doesn't do it in first person. Why?
Well, oh well.
Why not?
As long first person is not that interesting anyways. The gun just jiggles a little bit. As long as he can do it in third person, that's fine with me. That's
gonna
fine.
be in third person all the time. The only problem I have is that it's very obvious that it's meant for like any gun, so your hand is kind of a bit more open than it needs to be. But that doesn't bother me too much. I do that with real guns sometimes, like put a little bit extra room with my hand when I'm like moving it around.
That's fine. I'm probably gonna be in third person half the time anyway, so I can actually feel like I'm actually a person instead of being a camera looking at everything.
This planet's like nearly 600 degrees at all times. This is an extreme storm.
And that freaking rhino thing looks like the devil.
I cannot like scan anything because I get out for a second, I melt just immediately. Well, yeah, this planet and oh no, I don't have any fuel. I'm gonna get stuck here for a little while. Oh, never mind.
Almost made me choke on my tea when you said, "Oh no."
Calm down. We're all good.
It was one of those you knew you were gonna die. Oh no. I was like, "Oh no."
Oh, I just realized the thing around here looks kind of neat. Like the it's just like a dark blue. Okay, so next planet. Terraforming catastrophe. That sounds cool. That sounds real cool.
Oh, it sounds cool.
You know what terraforming is, right?
When a planet moves on its own.
No. No. You said that like so sure, like, oh yeah, that's what that means. Terraforming is when you make a place.
I see everything so sure.
Terraforming is when you make a place that isn't livable, like a desert, for example. It's when you like put plants and stuff in it to make it livable. And mostly it's referred to when you're talking about planets. So you take, like, people talk about terraforming Mars, for example, making it livable, putting plants there so that there's oxygen. But this is a terraforming catastrophe, so they, like, tried to grow plants on it, but it didn't work. So I'm wondering if either there's gonna be, like, crazy mutated plants, or just no plants at all. It looks dead, though, so...
Have you ever tried potato chips and hot sauce?
I don't like hot sauce, so no.
I'm such a white boy.
That's a white boy. What do you want about me? Yeah, this doesn't look like a... This is a catastrophe, alright.
If only it was some freaking... Oh, I did hear the jokes Joker and Garrus are telling themselves.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
telling to each other. Hilarious, my
On
friend.
the speaker or, like, right next to each other?
Right next to each other.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I don't even know if I want to stop here. It's probably not worth it. It's just like, it's just desolate. There's nothing here. Okay, now that's curious. Is that like a man-made thing, or is that just a weird cube? Because that is a perfect cube.
Well, if it's a catastrophe, a man had to be there.
No, but like, this is weird. It's like a cube. It's rock. It's definitely rock. But it's just a cube. It's like a perfect cube almost.
Almost.
What is that down there? I think that's just resources. Yeah, it's just resources. But there's like several of them. Just cubes all around. Did someone try to like raise things up out of the ground to like to help terraform it?
Yeah, the resurrection is dead.
That's just weird. Look at this. They're just cubes. Perfect cubes just sticking out of the ground. Like any other thing, I think it's a glitch. But like, it did say it was a terraforming disaster. So there are some cool. I've seen. There's planets that are like, they're just flat, but there are bubbles all over the place. All the planets here are like water, filled with water though, so I imagine perhaps they were all terraformed, but then this one didn't work or something.
Well, according to science, all basis of life. Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a guess on what caustic means. Caustic planet. What does that mean?
let me go ahead and look at the planet.
And like the resources and stuff on there might give you a hint, but I can't.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know, toxic.
Able to burn or corrode organic tissue by chemical action. So that sounds good. That sounds about right. It also means sarcastic in a scathing and bitter way. Oh my gosh, Jarron! I should name this planet Jarron Bates. Sarcastic in a bitter way. They did a good job actually at making the planets look right from orbit, because it's not exact, obviously, but if there's like a coast or something nearby, then it'll generally be correct. I hope there's a lot of plants here, because I want to scan some stuff. This whole galaxy's just been like a melting planet, or nothing on it. This one's toxic, probably. Hopefully it's not like extremely toxic like the last place. It wasn't toxic, it was just hot. I like to imagine it's not like killing you hot, but the meter going down is like your tolerance level, so it's just annoying after a while.
No, after your body takes a certain amount of heat, you could pass out and then die.
Well, yes, Jarron. I do know that. That's a rock, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not gonna get money for that.
Well, that bar is probably before you pass out and die.
I probably shouldn't be upgrading anyway, because this gun doesn't... I mean, I shouldn't be scanning anyway, because this gun doesn't have the upgrade for it. My last gun.
Dense.
I need to wait until I get... And there's none
You
of
kind of took off that gun?
No. You can do... Well,
Every time I
sometimes you
eat
can
hot
destroy them.
sauce and burp, my chest feels like it's gonna blow out.
Oh, when I move my gun around like a lot, you do like a nice little like holding it out with one hand thing.
I saw that. You know, if my freaking stream wouldn't stop delaying,
The only
But
thing that
still,
bothers me, there's
piece
no...
of crap.
I mean, I guess it's a good thing that there aren't holsters because they probably look janky, but like, and you have a backpack, I guess you could put in there, but he just like puts it on his hip like, and just disappears. Gone. Great, alright. to another galaxy I go. I want to go to
Why
like...
don't you shoot the gun real quick?
I'm already off the planet, but... Why'd you want to know?
Because I'm gonna see if he's actually gonna shoot it 2 hands.
He
Guarantee you he'll let go.
I have shot with 2 hands. I've shot it before. He shoots it with 2 hands.
Sure, everyone has shot a gun before he shoots with 2 hands.
I mean,
I want to shoot a revolver with 1 hand though.
Yeah, don't shoot pistols, slide pistols with, freaking 2 hands. People do that, and that's how you get your thumb torn off.
So shoot the pistol with 1 hand?
Like Glock. I'm talking like Glocks or any pistol where the
I know
top
that.
slides.
I know what you're talking about, but don't like all cops shoot with 2 hands?
I'm
and
saying
they're
if you've
perfectly
never
fine?
shot a gun before, because cops know what they're doing. They put their hands below where the slide is. But like, the problem what some people do is when you put one hand over the other, they keep the thumb over their other thumb, and when the slide goes back, it like knocks their thumb off. Also, everything is black, and I don't know if it's a glitch or because these usually take a while anyway.
Just die him.
Oh, yep, looks good. I'm just in the shadow realm. I'll be here for a bit. Oh, here I am. Alright.
What was that? Like you just went to another dimension for a second.
It's the shadow realm, man. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's got like little arrows pointing you to the entry.
I wouldn't know. Now I do know. I know it.
But yeah, you're probably going to be spawned all the way across the galaxy, so we'll do that save thing where you join my game after you get off your planet. I'll let you do your thing first, though. Obviously, I'll let you get
Yeah,
off the
obviously.
planet, have your own little journey thing.
You best not touch me. Freaking get
The only
near
problem
me,
with
I'll
this
kill you.
towel thing behind my back, see, I like how it looks in the front. It looks like I got a couple holsters, like those slack holsters. And on the back it looks like a little, when you wrap your jacket around you, and I like that, it looks kind of cool, but the problem is it slid down just enough to where it's like, if that was in real life it would slide off onto your legs. It looks like I'm wearing pants and I'm sagging them, and like the other bit...
But hooked onto the front of your clothes.
Oh, I know, but it looks like if they weren't like this, they would be sagging. They'd be like falling down and stuff. That's the wrong way. Oh, hey, blue guys.
You can't customize your ship? Why can't you customize the color of your ship?
Well, that's what I told you about in the leaks.
I know that, but why wasn't that like a base thing? Like, ships are obviously one of the main things of the game.
I feel like I'm in a place I shouldn't be. This feels like a militant thing, because these guys all look the same. Like, they're wearing the same outfit, I mean. So it's like a police force, or... Should I...
Well, just don't touch anything you shouldn't, maybe. Go ahead and see the gun here. You don't have to buy it, I just want to see it. These guns look interesting. But the colors are quite ugly.
Officer, help.
I like the design.
Officer, help, I'm
I
dying.
don't like... You point at him. Of course, it's delayed, so you're gonna do some help. How does that mean help? This looks like you're fixing to throw up.
It
Well,
does,
extend
now
that,
I think
guys.
about it.
I gotta throw up.
No, wait, that's true. I want to look at it again like that, because it's supposed to be like, oh, you got shot or hurt or something. But it's like, careful.
Get back!
Get back. You absolutely do look like you're about to vomit. Oh, that's good. Good stuff. Good stuff there, Jarron. Let's take a look here. Oh, what is... Looks like a...
What I always
paintball
bring to the
gun.
table.
Looks like a paintball gun, but
I'm
that is
gonna be that
round.
comedic, sarcastic commander.
That is a
Like-
round gun.
That gun looks awesome. No, that's a lie. It doesn't look awesome. It looks unique once again.
That is round
And wrong.
and
It's just
round.
wrong. Morally wrong. Just anything you don't like's morally wrong. That guy's morally wrong.
There's one thing my friend
That is
says,
beyond-
no matter what you say, like, about anything in robotics, he always says, like, I guess it's come to this. And I asked him why, and he's like, well, because you can say that to literally anything, and it makes everything more dramatic. Because it's like, yeah, no matter what you say, it's like, I guess it's come to this. But if you say it, like, in a certain voice, it's like, I guess it's come to this. And it just sounds like way more dramatic.
It's like somebody's fixing to die.
Oh, actually, I didn't even look at... I need to see... Okay, yeah, it has a mining beam. So how do I equip the gun itself? I don't know. I'll have to go back and see. Yeah, okay. Please have an S-class scanner upgrade. That looks good. There was a lot of them.
Usually if there's a lot, doesn't mean they're rare.
Power output and heat tolerance, damage. Okay, great. I think it has literally every single S-class upgrade except the one single one I'm looking for. Swell. Just freaking swell. Oh, I'm mad. And this one actually, this gun right here has a lot of slots to put like upgrades. That's good. Because these are, you can't put stuff in these, it's just for upgrades. But I wonder how many, oh dude. Okay, so if I find one of those upgrades, I wonder how many I can put in here. You know, just imagine having like 3 C-class ones and you get like $1 million just for scanning a single plant.
No.
You know,
I doubt let you do that.
You know, I'm a bit curious what these little metal bits are for. It looks like to hook on to stuff. And then
I mean, you just like pointing it everywhere. You're just rotating it, so I know what you're talking about.
These little
Oh, now I see it.
Those bits. And then the round thing in the middle, I guess, could be like a propulsion deal. That makes sense. I don't know what the red on top is either. The little red, like red dot sight.
Probably know where the bullets actually head to.
I don't know.
Well, does it actually shoot? Does it shoot a laser? What's it doing? You said you shot it, you fool.
It shoots out of the barrel. But like.
Wow. I said, does it shoot a laser? Or does it actually scatter? Or is it freaking, you said that some of them... or the... The last one wasn't a gun, by the way.
That's the sound of a helicopter taking off if you've never heard a helicopter before.
I have, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's why I didn't recognize it.
Oh, funny. I didn't realize I had one of those crafted. Oh, whoops. I want to get another ship that has, or upgraded, I guess. Because the thing is, you can't go to the specially colored planets. I'm not even discovering any of these planets. I'm just like, yeah, I'm out of here. Bye.
It just doesn't even matter. What is going on with that planet's ring?
What?
I
didn't look at it. So, like, see these, like, green ones and red ones and blue ones? You have to have a special hyperdrive, and I used to have it on my last ship, but I don't have it here. So, like, yeah, and you need it to get to those planets. But the problem with those planets is they're boring as sin, because there's,
well, usually people disagree with sin being boring.
Well, it's because
that's probably why they commit it.
Well, the point of it is that it's hard to get to them, so there's never any space stations there, and there's no lively planets. But it is the place where you can find the, truly exotic ones. What are you humming about? It sounded like you were screaming for a second. Are you powering up?
Trying to do... No, the freaking warp thing you're doing right now, but it's lasting too long for me to keep doing it. I ran out of breath.
Imagine if in real life, if to warp, you had to like, you have to make the sounds like, and if you're out of breath, like, I'm running out of breath.
He just ran out of breath, and he just lost his face, and now like, crap.
Yeah, I know, I've warped through about 100,000 places, thanks game, don't remind me.
Journey milestone published.
Oh, cool, dude, look, I'm like in the middle of like a thunderstorm here.
You're in the middle of a fleet battle. I hope so.
It's not a fleet battle, it's just a normal fleet, just chilling. Yeah, I hope
Why
there's like lives at, man, I hope there's lives at risk. There's lots of people.
These people signed up to die, buddy.
I don't think they signed up to die, I think they signed up knowing that they could die, but no one ever intends on being the one to die. Anyways.
No, they all do.
What did I go out here for?
There's that one guy in the army that's just ready to die. He's just like, I'm gonna kill everyone with me. I'm gonna take everyone down with me.
What I do like here is that you have all these, see those little circled ones? You'll see it in a sec.
I see a bunch of circles.
Like here, look, this is where the first planet, and I do intend on coming back here at some point, just to find the first planet I went on with the, stuff that I, you know, like the stuff I know now. And then I went here, and then there, and all those places, and that's a suitable site. That's a main mission that I've neglected for too long. And then I went to a bunch of red planets, and then more red planets.
How's the mission progress work if we're both playing the game?
If you're both on the same
Together.
mission, you progress together, but if you're not, like, you have to do the things too, so, like, missions aren't like missions in games where it's like, oh, starting the mission, let's do it. It's usually, like, collect X amount of this and turn it in. So you would have to turn it in as well, if you had it.
So not mission, task.
Yeah, there's no, it's tasks.
There'll be another fleet. A fleet of nothing. A pyramid
What's your middle name again?
station.
I always forget.
My middle name's Ray Glenn.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you mean you have two middle names, Ray and Glenn? Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, because my grandpa's name is Ray and my grandma's name is Glinda.
Oh, is that actually so? Oh, never mind. I was making a joke, but but you put them together, or do you not?
I didn't put them together.
No, I mean like
They're
are they
given
put
to me when they're
together?
born.
They put together though.
What do you mean? I just say Ray Glenn.
Yeah, but is it two
It's
separate
not put
names?
together. They're two separate. Yes, they're two separate names.
Oh, you have four. Okay, I didn't know you had four names actually.
Yes,
these
I got
kinda
Jarron,
ones,
Gerald,
like 'em.
Jarrett,
Like, I hate these ones.
and John.
Just 'cause they look awkward. You have two barrels and you have a little fan underneath. And they're small, so it's just.
That one looks.
The epic. Just don't look at me like this, man. Your face is just.
The
hurts.
epic.
It just hurts. Please have what I'm looking for.
No, 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 no.
No, there's no even point in landing on planets if I don't get $1 million when I scan stuff. Oh, these are a lot of ships.
What's the point? It's gonna make the whole game boring.
No, it won't, because you spend a lot of credits at once. See, I had a ship like this for a while, but the token that built my hatred for these engines, the square ones, I hate them.
They don't, though.
Oh, that's a kind of cool looking. If I wanted a freighter, that one's not too bad looking. But see, you can see when you scan it, like, it'll say, like, see, that one's A class with 34 slots, I think.
And it's taken off.
And, value. So, yeah, you can kind of tell how expensive it is.
Why do you even talk to half the people? Why not just scan the ship?
Well, because I didn't know that until now. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to another galaxy. There's like 10 planets here, but I'm gonna ignore all of them because it's gonna bother me.
Very nice.
I hate when I'm doing something inefficiently when it's so easy to do it efficiently. You know, I'm not like a super
Let's go ahead and
like,
repeat
everything has
that.
to be exactly top of the line. Alright. Okay, this one's kind of neat.
That's what they all say before they die.
You have to make the space noises to go. If you stop, it'll stop, so...
It's gonna last like 30 minutes and I'm gonna run out of breath.
Oh, hey, we're here. Oh, this is a orange juice color.
Man, I'm sweating. That was juice. It was like pomegranate. Or nectarine. It's like a
I know you
nectarine.
freaking name this place probably Nectarine Galaxy. Not even like Nectarine 5 or something cool like that. It's just
Nectarine Nebula.
the first word you say, your ship picks up on it, and names the galaxy that. So you're just like, what it reminds
well.
you of.
Orange juice.
This is a.
We're heading to planet orange juice.
all the scientists that have to like explore all these places and collect data and stuff, but they're already named, so they're just like, oh cool, what do you name them? And it's just like orange juice, and they're like, oh, hey, another
Quite
rifle.
interesting.
What's
These
this
people
thing
must
called?
be dense.
See, none of these have
Well,
stocks. I could buy
because
it.
they don't need stock.
I could buy it, but it's not really that much better than the one I currently have.
That is not a. That is a scattergun.
Well, no, it's a rifle. You see what I mean? It's a rifle, but it has a scattergun upgrade that lets it do that.
We don't have it installed.
So you know what's stupid is that like my thing is just like a I have an upgrade for the scatter blaster. I don't have it, so it's like it's dumb. So they're about the same, except I kind of like the look of this one a bit better. Like
Which one?
the new one, except for the fact that the handle is so far back. But like, I don't know.
Kind of reminds me of the triple laser gun in Fallout. With the grip. The grip looks like the laser
Yeah.
guns.
Yeah. I don't know.
Man, this is difficult, huh?
Let's keep doing it. Decisions like this always bother me. It's not like in the moment. It's not in the moment. It's that I know that like later I'm gonna be thinking about it for a while. Like, I don't know.
Maybe I should have bought it. Maybe I shouldn't have.
Am I really never gonna find the upgrader for the scanner? Like, here's one right here.
No.
But that's B, and that's not what I need.
Why don't you just buy the B for now?
Because this is just B. I want a better one. B is for bad. A is for like awesome. And S is for super good. Trust me, I'm a linguist. I know these things. And look, I'm exploring the galaxy, not checking any planets. That's not the point.
So what's C mean? Cowardly?
Crappy.
You gotta be cowardly use this gun?
Really.
Oh, crappy. My bad. My bad!
Expert linguist like myself. Oh cool, I can craft even
Wow,
more.
those ships got pretty close to each other, and now you're back in the Nectarine Nebula.
I'm using way too much.
Everything, just to find one thing.
Yeah, well.
Search the entire galaxy, the entire universe, and you finally find it.
One of the. I don't even want S. I just wanted an A rank one back because I had that earlier.
And then it restarts you all the way to the start, and you lose
Is that
everything.
the one I was at earlier? Or is this a new one? No, that's the one I was at. Let's start with the new one. 3 planets. Meh. Of course, it's probably gonna be at one with 3 planets. So yeah, let's go. Oh, I can't warp. Why can't I warp?
False.
Oh, I didn't put the fuel in the hyperdrive.
You dense piece of...
Oh, great. I didn't even notice the pirates and I didn't answer their call, so now they're mad. 5. Crap.
You're good, my friend.
Oh, boy. Die. Die. This is not going well. This is not going...
Maybe you'll get help.
Oh, that's weird. That's worse. I am getting some help, but it's not enough. Alright, look, I'm good. I'm just gonna go into my space station. I'm gonna go into my space station. No, look, it's all...
You're right straight into
Oh, good, I've got shields.
It's not going so great.
I'm not a weakling. That's not fair. They can fly through your ship, space station, and I can't. That's not fair. That's cheating. No, they can't do that. Okay. See, look, they can just fly through it, so they can be invincible until they get to me. It's so stupid. It's not fair. Okay. Oh my
Where's your help at? You might want to get out of there.
Stop. They just moved
You
towards
can't
me.
win every fight.
You're gonna call me cowardly, though.
No. It sounds going retreat.
Look, I have a ton of sodium. I picked it up in the last planet. I was... Good lord, I can't even shoot them because they go through the space station, and by the time they're through, it's like impossible to hit them. I think I'm just gonna go to the space station because I think they'll leave me alone if I hop in there.
Yeah, then they're gonna invade the entire thing and massacre everyone.
Yeah, and then I'm the only survivor, so it's kind of just my fault.
And then you're Commander Shepard all of a sudden, and then
No, I
you
hate that
just
in
save the
movies
planet
when,
forever.
I hate that in movies when it's like the main character goes somewhere to like, you know, in an apocalypse or any sort of scenario, like a zombie apocalypse or whatever, and then like, of course he attracts trouble, and then the trouble comes, and then he's the only one to escape. And it's kind of like, well, then what's the point? Why even have him stop there? You know, if like a few people survive, then it's at least neat because it's like, oh, okay, drivers of this place. Okay. Now, none of that would have happened if I just remembered to put the freaking fuel in my work cell. They see me fondling around and they're like, this freaking idiot, he's probably not gonna even notice us shooting at him. Alright. Bam, boom, ba boom, ba da boom, 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 boom. That's funny. You wanna hear a nice joke I just read on the...
Go on.
Alright, the reason Pride Month gets a whole month and 9/11 gets a single day is because homosexuality is a bigger tragedy.
Burn!
That's good. That's so funny. Oh, we got a nice Star Trek quote here. It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness, that is life. Interesting. Huh.
What is that? Hold on.
What is what?
I'm just gonna have to buy you new headphones.
What?
I'm just gonna have to buy you new headphones.
Buy me new headphones?
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean? The ones you let me borrow?
Oh, yeah?
But I can still hear them, but physically they're not going so well.
Oh.
I'm not even like doing anything to them. I just set them down and they're slowly just crumbling away like an old person. Just going. Give it up.
Ew. I don't want to
Don't
touch
tell me you
it.
see another gross.
I don't want to touch it. It
You
looks like
think
it's
it's
gonna bite me.
gross?
Looks like it's gonna... I don't want to touch it. That's not even like, you could even use that to hit someone because it's like curled. That's disgusting. Tell me you're seeing this. I could get it for free actually if I wanted it, but I don't know. That's gross. Just get it away. I don't
Dang,
even
it's
shot
better
it.
than your gun, too.
No, it's not. No.
That guy looks pretty cool. What race is he?
No. It's just...
What race is he?
I'm Corvex.
Interesting.
You hate me so much. I just want to find one freaking thing. Just an A rank. I found one the first try. Look, you can be...
Interesting. Yes.
Look, you can be Corvex. You can be...
Interesting. Correct.
What was it, like rainbow?
Just change your race.
And then there.
Oh, this is clearly for the LGBT players.
And you can justify it as like a human, because they're still a human, they just have like a screen as a head. Their hands...
No. 100%.
No, look, they even have the same armor and clothes. Like, the customization's the same except for the head.
You know the most important, significant thing on something. It's probably the head.
And like, yeah, everything else is the same. You make yourself chubby if you wear this.
What?
The only race that's like way different is okay, that guy just looks ugly. But the only one that looks way different is the Gek.
Not even Traveler?
No.
Oh, another gag. Most ugly.
This guy looks like he's seen a little. This guy looks like he's seen something he shouldn't have seen. Good lord. You'll see it in a bit.
With the huge eyes?
The one sticking out.
Yeah.
This guy looks like he wants to see more stuff, but he's squinting, so I don't think that helps too much.
What are you looking at, boy?
I've seen things that are unimaginable.
That was actually a pretty good voice for a rogue alien.
Never seen before. He has those, like,
What is going on? These big eyes.
he has those like
I
just
swear.
death stare eyes, but then his mouth just goes bleh. So he looks like this like I've seen wars, I've seen genocides, and his mouth is just like tasty. I don't like it.
You're disgusting.
Head shape. Oh, that's cool. So this one actually has like more customization than the others because you can actually like change the. This one.
Their very face.
This freaking one right here. This head sticking out like that. That looks so silly. Like it's like a cone sticking out of his head.
Those freaking things are white as shark teeth,
Those
which aren't
metal
very
beaks
white.
are kind of cool. Sometimes they can have like a metal beak.
Sometimes,
Mhm.
would you even consider that a beak?
These look like cataracts.
I don't know what that looks like. Never mind.
Cataract is like gray eyes.
I know. Foul.
Yeah, they have. They even have the same clothes, just squanched. You should play as a gek. They just look so funny.
I will not play as such a disgusting race.
Oh, what's wrong with them?
Why don't you go ahead and look at their face? Even the guy with the big eyes knows.
My race is an abomination of nature. I apologize for my very species existing.
Why do they have like a general cat? Like, general? Sir? You doesn't take him seriously as a general, like,
This
sir.
looks even better. He has normal human eyes, but they're on the big eyes, so they look even like. They look even
They look
more.
disturbing. They look very
Oh
disturbing.
my gosh. He's just
It looks like they're staring into the soul.
I'm gonna get a screenshot of this just so I can use it as like a staring into your soul kind of deal. Do they have a different backpack?
He sees
Oh
all.
no, it's the same.
No, he's gone. They're gone. No, it's gone.
Oh, that was just hallucination. Back to normal now. Okay, good.
You always
now I have
hallucinate.
to land on a planet just so I can craft the stuff to get out of here. So I don't know why it's so hard.
Look at that ship.
Looks pretty ugly to me. Ha 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 ha. Making fun of all the
Look at yours. You don't even got a name for yours.
nuclear planet. That seems kind of interesting. Let's check this out.
Haven't you already been to Nuclear Planet?
Yeah, but this one is more nuclear.
And it's pretty dead.
Like the song in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Ape Prime? What?
Oh, this is
That doesn't make sense.
This looks like the dangerous area, like it's like normal above, and then it gets the smoky.
Watch out, a
areas are
cloud.
really dangerous. Oh, I wish I had my like an upgraded scanner, because I don't feel like scanning this stuff. It's not gonna give me $15,000.
That's ridiculous. You greedy son of a biscuit.
I don't even like. Oh, I scan
The
things. For
scanner's
science.
The scanning's to explore, my friend. To know all.
Volatile windstorms. Yeah, me too.
What? Look at that planet above that hill with the rain. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Quite beautiful.
Yeah, I get those views all the time,
Ape
but this is the
Prime.
one where you're like, oh, this is beautiful. It's like, yeah, I saw this view 10 hours ago, but yeah, this one's different. You almost
Thanks
can't tell
for
that you're holding this
arming
with
hosting.
both hands. In fact, I want to get like a, no, wrong thing. Oh, that sucks. He
What?
looks like he's pretending. He's playing pretend. He has no idea what he's doing.
Man, I got a gun. I don't know what you're talking about.
I
Look,
wanna
your
go
orbs,
to
your
it.
orbs like looking at you.
I really
like, what are you
want,
doing?
okay, I want you to get in my game, and I want you to just be standing there, or with like the I'm a hurt pose or help pose, and I just like have a fake gun out. Like I'm just like, hands up, partner. There's so many things I want to do with like, but
A friend.
I just about hit that guy in the face, I'm sorry. Leave me alone. Can I just shoot things with my Nerf gun? No, leave me be. Leave me be.
I thought you said if you mine too much.
No, if they catch you mining, then they get pretty little mean.
Why? What's the point of all these planets you're not allowed to mine? Now we got all these resources, you can't touch a single daggone one. You do, I'll kill you. And we'll send a fleet after you, then we'll send tanks after you. Then we'll just nuke your home planet. That's all.
Yeah, they like get mad at you for mining, but then they just nuke the planet. Just like, we can't have it. I mean, I don't know if there's lore on where they come from.
You see, I heard hearsay
Mm,
that they kill other organics and take them for themselves.
where'd you hear that?
I don't know. Hearsay. Anywhere. Anyone that say, I hear.
Oh, this place doesn't have a terrain manipulator. I forgot about that. I probably need to overload of zeal. I didn't even see the name of it.
You can change it. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
Carbon nanotubes. Okay, I can build those quickly. Advanced mining lasers. Oh, that stuff isn't actually that hard to get, but I'm not gonna start
But I'm not
building.
gonna get it.
I'm not gonna build this yet because I kind of want a different gun. This one's neat, but the colors are.
Wow. You pathetic,
I'm
sorry
not
piece
planning
of
on
this
replacing it. I'm not. Well, okay, I am, but I'm not planning on like. I'm not gonna look for it. Is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna actively look for it. Let me just build like 2. Of course, when I build more than I need, it usually ends up just like, and I end up not needing it. But okay, so now what we're gonna do, Jarron, is we're gonna think about what I should name my ship. What should I name my ship?
I don't know. I don't know. The Paladin.
Just leave me alone. Go
The
away.
Paladin. The something.
Paladin?
The
Oh
something.
no.
Paladin.
Gross. Gross.
Or Paladin by itself.
Oh, you know what?
Paladin?
Okay, you know what? With the, you know how we, oh lord. Um, you know the whole,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Go
sorry, I was
on.
like, something happened, so I was focusing on that. In
Yeah,
Battlefield,
you're
or in
melting.
any game, uh, we have the whole, team, or what is it called? Like ground team Hercules or whatever. And then like the air portion of it is, Pegasus. Cause, well actually I looked up, I did the research. Hercules, in the Disney movie they have it wrong. It wasn't Hercules, it was this guy named like Bera something else. Like, I don't remember, it's a long name. But it's whatever. Well, we're gonna stick with what we got. Just stop looking at me, man. So I think I'll name my... Holy crap, leave me alone for 5 seconds so I can do this. So I can... Sorry, I'm gonna
Kill
stop.
it.
No, because then a million are gonna come and I'm never gonna get to leave this place.
Why don't you just go somewhere else?
They follow me! Like, stop! Stop coming over to me. You're mad, and you're making yourself mad. So just don't come near me, pretend I don't exist. And look, when you have to explain it to your boss, be like, oh, I wasn't looking, I'm sorry. It was happening when I wasn't I wasn't facing him. So, I mean, I had salt on it. Yeah, don't need none of that, I got plenty. Sorry, I'm continuing the
Go on.
conversation when I can get into the ship and I don't have to worry about this crap. Because I have a radiation storm, drones, I'm also trying to stay quiet.
Thought this was a game y'all get frustrated on.
No, no, never. Okay. Anyways, so I'm thinking I'll name the ship, Pegasus 1, and then if I get a new ship, I name it Pegasus 2, and blah 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 blah. That keeps me from having to, you know.
Son of a gun. Pegasus 2.
Well, Pegasus like 2 eyes, like Roman numerals. Also.
Yeah, I mean, your last ship's gonna be the Omega alphabet. Pegasus Omega.
I was saying actually something, and then you said something, and I couldn't continue.
Actually, I can name a...
Oh, right. So Hercules is actually... So the original thing was Heracles, and that was a Greek thing, but of course the Romans stole everything from the Greeks, so they named him Hercules, but pretty much the same stories almost. I'm sure an actual historian would have a million little, like, actually it's different because blah, blah, blah. When you hear the Hercules legends, what you're actually hearing is the Heracles legends. But people call it Hercules. That's just like the way most people say it.
Easier to say.
Yeah.
And sounds better.
Yeah. Heracles sounds like
Heretic is what he is, my friend.
Heracles sounds like I don't know. Sounds funny. That's my point. Oh, don't tell me this place doesn't have a space station. Okay, cool, it does.
I'm gonna name my planet Omega.
Are ya? You sure you can't think of a more? Well, Omega is like.
Think of more of what? It is the last planet to stand before we hold the line.
Omega is kind of like a secondary. Like you put that after something. So
Right. I'm gonna have my fleet, and it's gonna be the Omega fleet.
Okay, well if you put that after, like by itself, it doesn't make much sense. But have Omega fleet, and that's fine. And it has a meaning to it. So
Yes.
that's fine. I don't know if you
I
name
will
fleets
go
or if
ahead.
you name it. I don't think you named the fleet though. I think you named the freighter, and it's like.
Well, I'm just gonna, in my head, it's gonna be Omega fleet, even if I can't name it in the game.
Well, the name
It's
the
gonna
first
be
one,
Omega fleet.
like Omega 1, and then like, or something, or Omega Prime, and then that's like the main, the freighter itself, Omega Prime, and that's like the main ship of, you know. I'm hoping you can rename these, so, because I'm not 100% on this Pegasus name, but I'm gonna go with it for now. Pegasus. With a little cap.
Yeah, I know how to spell it.
Pegasus I. Well, I want to make sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can rename it whatever you want. That's cool. Pegasus I.
Are you sure to spell it? It's very off.
No, that's definitely it. 100%. 99%.
What you say?
98%. My sureness is dwindling. This thing is like normal, but it has 2 horns. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's like, oh yeah, it's just a technology. Like this one's not even like a creature-based one. It's like technology, and then 2 little horns.
Horns. Guns. Everything.
Oh, I get it, because this guy has 2 completely pointless horns. So like, he wanted to make a gun off himself. Like seriously, those are completely pointless. You wouldn't be able to stab anything with that.
If someone was behind you. Actually, they have holes in them, so maybe they're like flute set, and that's how they mate. It's obviously how they mate. Just by blowing into those flutes.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh loudly. Oh wait, shoot. I might have drawn some attention. I might not have. But holy crap. I just recorded that because that's too good, man. Maybe that's I was already chuckling at the flute thing. Just imagine like one of them reach over like, hey man, can I play your flute real quick? And just like, let me play it too, and like, and then just like, you're like, and that's how they mate. And I'm like, I looked on the wiki and it actually said that there's no way to tell the difference between the males and the females, so this might be a female. Anyways,
No.
I'm happy because the scanner module is here, so that's good. So that's good.
I guess it's good. It's fine. Is anything good? Yes.
The question is, do I want to put it on this gun, or wait until I
That
get a
is the
different
question,
gun?
isn't it?
I think I'm gonna wait
There's
until I
no
get a
time
different
from.
gun, because I don't
Name
know.
name the gun.
Well, let me look for a different gun. So yes, Jarron, I'm back on the journey. I know you're happy about that.
Okay, I got the Omega fleet. What am I gonna name the ship? I'm not gonna name the ship the same as the fleet. The fleet's like them in a
Because you
hole.
can't name the fleet anyway, so it's like.
I know that, but in my head it's Omega fleet.
That's
They
never
got
gonna be the case. Believe what you want, Jarron. Our dream is never gonna
The
come true.
Omega fleet. I'm gonna have to get off the stream real quick. I'm gonna go look up the freaking Greek alphabet.
No, why do you have to get off the stream to do that? Oh, like look away. Okay, never mind. I thought you meant like.
Greek alphabet. Greek gods. Oh yeah, I can name my ship a Greek god. Since it's Greek alphabet. What? It would make sense if it's a Greek god.
It's not that. It's something else.
Oh, perfect! I can name each ship. I can name the ship Omega Fleet, and each ship would be a Greek god's name. Indeed. What? We got Nike? Nike's a Greek god? Nike's a Greek god. Guess he got walked on a lot, am I right?
Jarron, wait, you've never heard of Nike?
No.
That's what Nike's named after. That's why they have you know why Nike has
You don't have to
check
explain
marks?
anymore, you fool.
No. You know why Nike has check marks on their shoes? Those aren't check marks, those are wings. Because God Nike had wings on his shoes, and he was like a messenger. I'm sure you've seen that, like, the little robed guy with the wings on his shoes before.
Yes.
If you don't remember it.
The God of War cut his legs off.
Yeah, that's
Kratos.
Nike. That's Nike. He killed
Yeah,
him.
not freaking Kratos wears them. Get those nice Nikes. Just do it.
Did you play those games, or, like, saw it?
Play what games? God of War?
God of War, yes.
Yes, I beat God of War 3.
There's just, I went up like all excited, like, oh boy, I wonder what the gun at this place is like, and just.
I don't get.
There's nothing there.
The Romans just renamed these gods?
Well, they renamed
just like
them
so?
just a bit. They're different a little bit.
But how can they do that? And people still.
Because it was the Greeks. Like, okay, imagine it like this.
I know it's the Greeks, but I'm saying that. Freaking, if this is their gods, how can they just change their names and like, yeah, these are these now?
Well, because gods weren't necessarily a religious thing for them. A lot of the time, gods were just like like they did believe them, or some people did, but it was more of like an entertainment thing than a religious thing.
Okay, half the Roman names aren't even that good, anyways. Like Zeus's name is Jupiter. Really? Really? Juno.
That's why we got our planets. All the planets are named after Greek gods, I think, or Roman gods. Well, Greek gods first. I don't think anyone would yell though, because the point is my grandparents are trying to sleep. I think I'm good.
I think you're hallucinating.
Well, I swear
Okay, yeah.
I suppose it's just my imagination.
Wow. How do you calmly let that go?
What?
If you heard your name being called, I would be paranoid as
I am
Calvin.
paranoid. I'm just kind of like... I keep paranoia kind of contained.
Like, I would have a knife in my hand.
Like, that wasn't my sister calling my name.
Okay, yeah, the Greek gods' names are way better.
Yeah, I prefer Roman stuff in general, but Greek legends... I mean, the Roman ones come from the Greek ones anyway, so we can do, like, the Roman ones and stuff. But what were you asking, like, how could they do it or whatever?
I'm saying, like, how could they do that?
What do you mean?
Because it's... Like, how can you just take a god, rename it, and say, this is ours now?
Well, because it's like, taking...
Did the Greeks not do anything about it? Or did they just destroy the Greeks and, like, shut your mouth?
Jarron, the Greeks didn't exist. Do you know how far apart the Greeks and Romans lived? Jarron, the Greeks were...
I know that.
The Greeks were extinct. They didn't exist when Rome was... Well, for a little bit, but not when, like, Rome as we think of it was existed. Like, here, look, I'll look it up. How far apart.
Yeah, I'll name... Wait. Oh, daggone it. Then who's Kratos? Is Kratos even a real thing, or was that just made up in God of War?
Um,
Because right here,
there is a
because
God
the
of
God of
War.
War's name is Ares,
Oh well,
and
yeah.
his Roman name is Mars.
Yes, Mars. I think Kratos is like a fake, but he's based off of like Mars. So yeah, 1,000 years in between. So yeah,
It's
like in fact, actually, when okay, so yeah, Jarron, we are as close to the Roman Empire as the Roman Empire was to Greece. So they saw Greece like we see ancient Rome.
oh, is that so?
Yeah, so like we think back like, oh man, Rome is like ancient statues and jazz, and but they also saw it like that. So imagine it as kind of like think of it like this. So we made the Disney movies of Hercules, or actually no, a better example. Think of superheroes. Like I'm sorry, I'm sounding quiet. It kind of sounds like I'm talking like strict or whatever. But think of like our superheroes, right? And some of them are based off. I mean, we literally do have a Thor in Marvel. So like and some of our superheroes are based off of older ones, you know. So imagine 1,000 years from now when they're like, the ancient American civilization with their Captain America and their I don't know, just other superheroes, and then some future Jarron is gonna be like, how could they steal names from the Romans? And then future Brandon's gonna be like, Jarron, you realize how far apart the American Empire from the Roman Empire? That is gonna be weird.
Okay, so Kratos is real.
Is he?
He's the he's the son of Palos and Styx. So I'm pronouncing his name. And he and his siblings, Nike, Baya, and Zealous, are all essentially personifications. Kratos is first mentioned alongside his siblings in Hesad's Theogony. I'm not gonna try to pronounce half these crap.
Yeah, I can pronounce most of them, but that's just because I'm good at pronouncing things. You're not bad
Kratos and
at it,
his
I'm just
siblings
kind of.
dwell with Zeus because their mother Styx came to him first to request position in his regime.
You know
So he honored
Loki?
her and her children. Loki, the guy, yes, Loki, Thor's brother.
Loki is freaking crazy in mythology. Like, like he wasn't like a crazy villain or whatever like in the movies. He was actually just crazy. One of the things that he did, for example, is I believe Zeus. I could be remembering wrong. I don't know if it was Zeus exactly, but um, he has this multiple-legged horse, like eight-legged horse, right?
Who is this?
Yeah, Zeus. And how he got it, the story in ancient Greece, ancient Greek, is basically Loki turned into a mare, a female horse, and then let a stallion, a male horse, get him as the horse pregnant, and he gave birth, or she gave birth, I guess at the point, to the horse, the eight-legged horse. And then, so Loki was a weird one. But I mean, come on, who wouldn't um, give birth to a horse for their best friend, huh? Or I guess it was his dad. I'd give birth to a horse for my dad. What about you, Jarron?
No.
No, you wouldn't?
Nope.
No? Oh, okay. No, not an eight-legged horse, not any kind of horse?
No.
Alright.
Wouldn't give birth at all.
So you say.
What's wrong with you?
I'm kidding.
Especially if I had to completely change myself.
No, like, you can turn back. It's just for, I think horses are pregnant for like 10 months or whatever, but for like, a year.
No, I just gotta be a pregnant horse for a year,
Wait,
that's
how's
all.
everything on this planet already scanned? Did someone else discover
Maybe
it?
somebody's already
No,
found it.
it said I discovered it, but I don't remember scanning all this stuff. Oh, I've already been here, probably. I just forgot. Yeah, I probably forgot I've already been here. Guaranteed. I must not have been paying attention when I was looking at the The planet.
You look at the name of the planet. Oh wait, never mind.
Man, that voice. I wish you could change it. Robotic female voices get kind of grating after a while. I mean, robotic male voices as well, but any robotic voice just kind of gets grating after a while.
It's because the robotic. Same thing over and over
Yeah.
and over and over and over again.
The way you said, like, and over again. Like, dramatic. Are you watching the stream now, or are you still looking at it?
Yep. No, I'm done reading that lore. I don't even know why I even did that.
I mean, that's
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna name my fleet after all the Greek gods.
And it's interesting. Well, the planet's already named after the Greek gods, though, so you can't really...
No, wrong. They're named after the Romans, after they renamed them.
Same thing, though.
But mine are gonna sound better. Name the planets the Roman version, mine are gonna have the Greek version.
No,
I will have my strongest ship, Ares, God of War.
Why not have your strongest, or your, because the frigates are like class different. There's combat frigates, there's exploration frigates, that kind of stuff. Why not have like a your strongest combat frigate be that, and then have the main ship, the freighter, be Zeus, or sorry, whatever the, yeah, it is Zeus, isn't it?
The one that's King of Kings, or like
The god of gods.
the god of all
Literally, the god
gods.
of gods.
Yes.
I think that's what Zeus actually means.
Indeed. I will, my friend. Quite. And then, like, the fastest ship I have, or do the ships even have speed differences? Like, I know there's a hyper thing, but I'm talking about, like, just normal.
I don't know. There is different handling, like, you know, but I don't know about speed itself. I don't think so, though.
Well, we'll just have to test it then, with two ships.
Actually, there
Anyways,
is
if
races
there
in the
is-
game, but they're ground races. They might add space races later.
If there is a speed difference, so I'll name my fastest one, whatever the fast guy's name, Nike, yeah. It's all come down to this. And
I mean,
of
I guess
course,
since I'm doing the Greek thing as well, I guess it's alright. We can stick
Yes,
with the
it is
Greek
alright.
thing, because we do the Greek thing in other games as well, so. Let me just see. Was it...
The only time the whole Greek thing popped up in any other game was when we first played Far Cry 5 and you got on a plane and you
No,
started
it
talking
was
about
in-
that stuff.
Wrong, it was in, Battlefield 4.
Wrong. It was in Far Cry
The
5.
helicopter. We played that before Far Cry 5.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sarcasm. I'm gonna name my last puny ship Sarcasm.
What was it? See, I can't even... Bellerophon... Or Bellerophon was the guy who actually wrote Pegasus. But I am going to... Ignore that. It's silly. And this ship over here is... double silly. Now why can't this thing right here be a gunner's seat? Have like a cannon right there, and two people could sit in it, and like, you know, the other person could shoot stuff. It'd be cool.
That looks interesting. Those look like satellite dishes on it.
Not only
Or not dishes, satellite, whatever you call them, panels.
Dish Network.
No.
I'm never gonna find a decent looking gun, am I? Besides the one I have, but that one I have some regrets about.
Better than the one you had, ugly.
Yes, I'm not saying I would regret replacing my other one. Like, the other one wasn't good, better. I'm saying, like, I don't know. See, this is why I'm always have to, like, be super sure about something, because I'm in the thinking, I probably don't even have enough money. I don't have that much money to replace
Turn
this.
around to the right. What are you doing? Look at that ship.
What?
No,
Maybe
yeah,
talking
you don't
about
like
space?
squared engines.
Oh, you're talking about later, or earlier. Screw it. I bet I can find another. I should have checked for that, actually. I'm gonna go head back in there. I'm sure I can spend an hour looking for another S rank thing.
Let's rank what?
Upgrade. I'll stick with
Wrong.
this. Oh, no, that was the last one in the galaxy, Brandon. That's it.
You screwed yourself.
Oh, right. I was scared for a second. Like, where'd it go? Kind of silly that you have to drag it over here, but whatever. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna move it over here. Or I'm gonna put it under the other one so that they can be kind of organized.
Be right back. I gotta go to the restroom.
So you say. That doesn't seem any much
No, I know.
better. Actually, that seems. The other one was
You
like.
better stop talking or you're gonna be talking to yourself.
Not good. I do like talking to myself.
Wrong.
Hmm?
Wrong.
Wrong about what, Jarron?
This XVII stand for? Which I know it's Roman numerals, but which number?
What's... Okay, XVII should be, if I remember correctly, because it might be the opposite way around, but I think should be 17.
So that means that was the 17th planet they named that.
No, they just put random numbers after it.
So what you think? Till you find the very first one.
I mean, there's probably a decent enough chance that it was just like something special about it made it 17. Like, 17 somethings. Also, how lucky... Okay, so I was right about doubling up on S rank things, because I did. And it seems to work.
What you think?
Of course, these S ranks are somehow worse than the A rank that I had, so I guess that doesn't matter either.
Yes. Indeed. Oh, I gotta see something.
Hmm. What's that?
Oh, never mind. Because there was some freaking singer, like, her name's like Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
She was on the trending page
Some
because she
random
made...
singer.
No, she's not random singer. She ended up on the trending page probably because she named the song God is Woman.
Paradise
Everything.
Movie. Curious. I haven't seen one of those before. I actually haven't. I've seen Paradise Planets, but not Moons. Huh. Maybe there'll be nothing wrong with it. Maybe it'll be a good planet that's not filled with death.
We have great videos next.
It's filled with death and destruction. Just boiling water and everything wrong with the world.
I'm gonna see if I can change my name.
What? Real life or...
My YouTube name. I see.
Things around.
No, it was RPG Lover, and it says you can change it 3 times every 90 days. And I didn't know that that meant the name. I thought that meant everything.
You said
Random.
it was paradise, but no, boiling humidity.
I mean, for the devil it is.
Jarron.
That's perspective. Just like when someone says, just like when people argue, like, if God was real, the world would be perfect, but then it's like, well, define perfect. Hitler thought killing all the Jews was perfect. So,
And he was right, so, I mean, you never know.
it's all about that perception.
You know, I
You
love
must
this
first
view.
learn what is perfect.
I found a good view of the grass. It really does show off the technical...
Wow, Brandon, wow, you just got a great view of the grass. I'm getting this game 10 out of 10.
No, like, look at it.
You know my grandma has real silver spoons?
Yes, you looking at my video, man?
You know my grandma has real silver spoons?
Yeah, sell them. You can buy the game quickly with that.
I might what?
You can buy the game quickly if you sell them.
No, my grandma's sort of a hoarder.
Well, silver spoons are
She
actually worth
literally,
something, so.
yeah, I know, but she literally keeps like empty boxes around, and if you touch them, she's like, no.
She like.
No.
It's
My cousin was using an empty box for a Crown Docs once, and she's like, nope, mine. She does not like change at all. She's very
like spare change or
like change, like in Civilization or something.
I know you know it's a joke. It's so funny though, because you always say like, call me out for like not getting jokes, and that's fine. But like, you get the jokes when I say them, but you still decide to clarify anyway. You're like, oh haha, I get it. But no, I'm talking about this. I'm like, yeah, I know. You knew I was joking. I hate you, Jarron,
I don't
forever and
know.
ever.
Sometimes you don't even know if you're joking.
I just like say I'm like I say
I'm trying to
something
help you
offensive and I'm
clarify.
like, what's that supposed to mean, Jarron? Wait, what's that supposed to mean, Brandon?
Whew. Excuse me.
So you say.
I do say. And you're supposed to say you're excused. Unless you're some rich king that's like, that is unexcusable.
Excused.
It tells me when you're streaming, by the way. You have a little camera symbol beside your name. It's like, hey man, this guy's streaming. You want to jump in his stream? But guess what? He's already recording my voice without my consent, so I can sue him and get about $1,000.
About 1,000.
Mm. And then I can buy No Man's Sky to play with him.
But he can't because he's poor.
Your mom has like a cajillion thousands of dollars. I'm joking, not that much. But your mom, because she's a nurse, because my mom was also a nurse, and she got paid the amount of money. Well, what did you say your mom actually does in nursing?
She works in ICU. What is that creature? I really want this storm to
So
stop
what does your
because
mom actually do in nursing?
intensive care unit.
So she takes care of the babies.
No, what? Not infant care unit. Intensive. So basically, like,
So
someone got their
if a
leg
man
cut
gets
off.
shots,
No, like,
then
someone
she...
got the... No, listen, someone got their leg cut off, and they need care immediately. That's where she is. But then, like, after they're
So I
done
just said
there,
if someone got shot.
and they need time to heal... Oh, I thought you meant, like, needs shots or something. These
Yeah, my mom was the
bipedal
same thing.
creatures.
Pretty sure.
Good lord, can I not... Every planet I go on, I'm super freaking mad right now. Like, oh, you never get mad at this game. But, like, every single planet I go on, it's stupid. I want one planet to scan stuff. This game's going out of its way to make sure I can't make money by scanning. It's like, no, you're gonna do it.
What do you mean?
It took forever to get the
What do you
scanner.
mean?
No, listen, it took forever to get the gun that I wanted. And it took forever to get the modules for the upgrades. And now I can't even find a single planet that I can land on. It's always a storm, or it's dead, so there's no plants on it, or a freaking firestorm.
Okay, well doesn't my planet say it's dead?
Yes.
So you go on it.
No, okay, it wasn't
Get
dead.
mad because
No,
it's
listen,
dead.
it
You're like,
wasn't- no,
why is it dead?
No. It didn't say it's dead. Sorry. The second thing I said, it wasn't. It didn't say dead. It was just like planet, whatever. I forget what it said, but it was like rocky. I remember it was rocky planet, and I was like, okay, well it's rocky. Maybe I was like, it even said cactus, and I went down there. There was nothing. It said it was abundant with cactus, and there were no cactus.
Why don't you just build a base right there real quick and just sit right there and scan stuff from your base?
Because then I can only scan the things right in front of it. Okay, the
You can
storm
get out real quick.
The storm stopped for a bit. We'll see how long that lasts. Sentient plant? Okay, I'm curious. Oh, I need to yell, but I really can't. Because holy... I'm... You know, just cursing is good because it lets out, like, the frustration that you have. Because I can't really explain to you right now without raising my voice or swearing of how frustrated I am right now. Because another one. Yeah, 5 seconds after that one ended. I want to do anything in this game, and it's not letting me. It's going out of its way to make sure I can't.
Just go to a different planet.
I know, I'm going to, but... It doesn't look sentient to me. It just says strange object.
Shoot it.
Give me what you have. Oh, what is this? Oh, a pearl. Okay, once... No. Oh, crap, I don't have a terrain manipulator. I gotta get to my ship right now. Where's my ship? Where's my ship? Why are you hiding it from me? You're literally... The game is literally hiding it from me. Where is my ship? There. No, like the... Okay, I was looking in this direction earlier. It just wasn't there. Sometimes that happens. It just doesn't show you where your ship is. I know you're laughing, Jarron. I'm really frustrated. What? Okay, tell me what you're laughing at so I can at least understand. Now I can't even explain.
You need to understand what I'm laughing at.
No, because it's... Tell me what you're laughing at.
Your frustration, my friend.
But why? You're making me more frustrated.
Because I laugh at people's frustration.
Holy crap, I'm freaking... No, don't lift off, okay. gosh. No, let me pause the game. I need a minute to breathe because, you know, when I'm talking, I get more frustrated because I can't really explain it. Because then I get frustrated at one thing and then another frustrating thing happens, so I don't even get to complete my sentence of what was frustrating in the first place, so then a second thing comes. Anyways, holy crap, nothing ever can go right for me. Not one thing. Can it? Even in a game like this. Holy crap. And I'm trying to get you to, like, sympathize with me here. You see what's... Do you understand what's going wrong right now? Everything. And I'm not trying to... And the thing is, I can't even explain to you that I'm not, like, mad. Or at you or at the whatever. I'm not mad. I'm just frustrated. And again, I can't, like, yell or curse or anything right now. Because, again, I'm gonna need to stay quiet. Talk to me, Jarron. What's going on? What are you thinking? Because when
I don't know.
you know how self-conscious I am.
About?
Like well, so, you know what self-conscious means?
Perhaps, perhaps not. Like
Anxious.
self-conscious about your body.
It's like no.
Like
not,
if you're getting frustrated and you're worried that I think you think that, or like, you think that I think that you're frustrated about me.
No, it's not that I'm frustrated about you. It's just kind of like I can't sit and explain anything because
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying you think that.
For 5 hours, and then the second I get out, another rainstorm starts. This is not a paradise. This is a stupid glitch.
Like I said, yeah, like I said, it's
no one would find this a
perspective.
paradise because well, if you were like, oh, I like hot places. Well, this place isn't even hot 90% of the time. It's like water. It's wet. And there's trees and it's grass.
Water can be hot.
Survive here?
Have you ever had boiling water?
That's what's happening right now, actually. But how the heck is the grass here? And how
An
is
adaptation.
The water? No, screw this.
Plants
Look.
adapt to
No,
live.
no, shut up. Screw this. Look at how hot it is. Ow. Okay, I'm getting shot at. Wow, everything's going wrong. Because I can't even get
Just
out of my
get out of the planet. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
You said you were gonna get out of the planet. Why aren't you getting out of the planet?
But those pearls were there, and those are worth $1 million each.
Go back, get out of the planet real quick, relax, and then come back.
No, shut your mouth, because I'm sorry I'm saying that kind of stuff, but I'm real mad. I can't get out of the planet because then the spaceship winds come, and that makes it, it's impossible. Sorry, I'm stuttering.
Wait,
It's actually
what happened
impossible
to
to get away
this?
from them.
Why do you have
impossible.
sentinels on you?
Because I took the pearls, and I guess one of them saw it or something. Or
Oh
took
my
one pearl,
goodness.
and they're worth like $1 million. Everything's going wrong. Oh, let me guess, the weather's clearing. The second I actually get the chance to land, it's gonna happen again. But no, those pearls are worth a ton of money, and if it was just the Sentinels, I could handle it. Okay, they better not. There's no reason for them to have despawned. Look, I'm just trying to I'm just looking for sympathy here on how stupid this is. Where are they? Because finally I'm at a place where I can get like the pearls without having to worry about too much. I'm a bit afraid I'm a bit too far away from my ship right now, and my ship probably doesn't have fuel. Let me check before I do something dangerous.
Yeah, because in case another storm comes by.
Yeah.
You
Well,
gotta
the storm
get
I
to
can,
that ship
the
real
storm isn't
quick.
what I'm worried about, because the storm I can just sit here in my ship for 5 hours like I did earlier. What I'm worried about is the
I'm saying if you got too far away from your ship.
well, that wouldn't
the storm
matter. I'm
can't.
saying I need fuel for my ship.
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying you're going to look for these pearls. But if you go too far away from your ship and a storm comes, you're screwed.
I would be screwed if there was fuel in it anyway. You don't get what I'm saying.
Why do you need? You don't get what I'm saying, my friend.
No, the problem in the first place.
Why do you need fuel to sit in the ship for safety?
That's what I'm telling you. The first thing listen to me, the whole thing. The first thing I said was, I'm gonna go check and make sure the starship has fuel, so when the Sentinels come, because they are guaranteed to come when you grab the pearls, even if they don't see you, it just happens. I want to be able to lift off and not be stuck here having to try to build stuff to get off the planet. And you said, and in case there's a storm, and I said, no, if there's a storm I can just sit in my ship. I don't have to take off. The one thing I'm worried about is the Sentinels. So that's what I'm worried about. Guarantee you, once I get to them, the storm is gonna start again. You're gonna chuckle away at my pain and my misery. Oh, yeah, no, there it is. No, stop! I need... I need to yell right now. Like, I need to, like, you know what I mean?
Wait, wait. The pearls. Why are you worried about the storm for the pearls? Are they like? Why don't you land beside them and just grab them all?
That means I have to take off and land again and use up my fuel. I was gonna land next to them, but I can't see them from... Oh, now my... Guess what? Now my gun is empty. Are you actually watching the stream or are you just listening to it?
Yes, I'm watching it right now.
Do you
It just says
understand
it's
that
a bit
everything is going
delayed.
wrong right now? Like, literally nothing else could be going wrong. Unless the game just crashed, and I mean, it's probably going to.
You realize it's a
Look,
storm, right?
yes, I know, but I'm grabbing this stuff so I can make it when I get to my ship. Or so I can craft some stuff when I get to my ship. I just want to do one thing. This is what happens in any game, too. I never trying to do, like, a big thing. It's like, let me do one thing. And this is any game, not just this. I want to do one tiny little thing. But then, like in Battlefield 1, let's say, for example, oh, there's, like, one artillery truck across here I want to kill. And I already know beforehand, well, the threat, okay, I might get shot by that truck, so I gotta pay attention, and maybe some people on the way. But as I'm heading there, planes come down and dive bomb me specifically, and like snipers go after me specifically, and everyone goes after me in particular. So whenever I'm trying to do one thing, it's always like everything that can go wrong does go wrong for me. But it's only ever when I'm doing like one tiny little thing, get out of the way, take 2 seconds.
Where's that law? Didn't Newton make a law like that? Or
No,
somebody,
it's
anything,
Murphy. Murphy.
anything that can go wrong will go wrong? I guess it only
Yeah.
applies to you.
Yeah, well, actually this is in robotics as well. Like, and actually, that's one of, besides saying jokes and stuff, because the kids in robotics will laugh at literally anything. Um, I mean, I'm decently funny, but those kids will laugh at anything, so I'm, like, extremely funny to them. But besides that, I'm known for being, I mean, they know what Murphy's Law is, so they say that often, but I'm known for being, like, unlucky and everything going wrong at once, because that's what happens in robotics. My team always, like, the batteries, we need new batteries, but there's none on the charger, and, like, the other team, I'm always put with, like, because you get one team you're put with versus 2 other teams. Our team's always put with, like, a crap team, or one of our people can't show up that day, just whatever, a million things go wrong at once. So it's not just this, it's everything that can go wrong. And, like,
You
you know
better
how
not
it
get
is.
salty this game. By the
I'm
time I
not,
get, you're like, no, I'm
well,
done.
well,
I'm
the thing is, in
done.
other games, it's like, in this game, if you absolutely want to just be left alone, you can just go into space, or go into a
Excuse me.
space station. But with, like, Battlefield 1, if I want to play the game, but I'm being stopped from playing the game, there's nothing I can do about that. You know what I mean? I hate that. I hate that you just can't play the game sometimes. You spawn in, you can't play. You're just not allowed to. I hate that so much. At this, you can at least get into space and, like, still play the game and at least not be under too much threat, or get into a space station. That's probably the safest you can be. But in Battlefield 1, I join a game and I'm like, I'm gonna do literally anything. And then the game keeps me from playing. Not like the game crashes, I mean, like, I get shot from everywhere and there's nothing I can do. I can go all the way out of bounds and nothing doesn't matter. I know I'm ranting a lot, and I always get self-conscious that I'm, like, you think in your head, like, oh, this freaking guy. Ugh, sorry.
No, is that so?
Yeah, this
Are you
happens a lot.
sorry?
I'm just angry because this happens a lot, or all the time. Now I have to wait for this storm to be over, and I'm just staring at the same screen, and I ain't leaving. It's not like, oh, leave the planet. No, I need to get the freaking pearls, because they're worth, like, a ton of money. Not a million, I was exaggerating, but they're worth a lot of
Of
money.
course you were. Dadgummit. I seriously thought you were meaning 100. I was like, oh, maybe there's a reason he wants these pearls.
Where are they even at in my inventory? Because it said I picked it up, so... Oh, there it is. Okay, they're not 9,000, because I've seen them before. Oh, that's right, you can craft something with them that's worth a ton of money.
All that stress for 9,000 units.
No, 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 no.
Woo!
Did you not just hear? Did you ignore me? Did you just ignore
Yeah,
me?
you can craft something. Yeah, you can craft something to make something worth even more units. But do you have the other things to craft that?
Yes, it's like. Look, I'll look it up. It's like another thing that's super easy to get. It's not like another resource like this. It's literally like carbon or something. It's something I already have, but I don't know what it is. Either way, I've never seen these before, and I know they're useful for other stuff. Many players are reported getting involved in large-scale space battles when having large quantities of these pearls. Interesting.
You better watch yourself, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Said you better watch yourself.
No, I heard you. I was saying like, mm-hmm.
Do you hear mm-hmm? Sounds like a hmm?
Mm-hmm.
What you say, kid?
What on earth? That doesn't even stand for anything.
What?
Oh my gosh, this rain is never going to end.
What doesn't stand for anything?
It's just a thing on my computer. Why is it that the one planet where I find these pearls, and it's not like they're always on a dangerous planet, this is like the worst possible luck. This is a different thing apparently.
Just get out and grab the plants.
Because they're not nearby, I even flew closer to them, but I have no way of knowing where they are. No, it's not, that was a 300 away. Better not be at least, I didn't move that far away. I'm like mouthing curse words right now because it's everything. It's taking like all my. Forget it.
Oh,
Forget it.
even what, the entire
No,
planet?
this game is stupid. Yeah.
You better not. You
No.
better not.
No, I'm already gone.
I don't care if you leave the planet. You better not call the entire game stupid because of one planet that went wrong.
No.
One experience.
No, Jarron. Well, it doesn't help that you're laughing. The worst part
Because you're
about
calling
this
the game stupid.
well, that is stupid right there.
Yeah, but just because one thing
Jarron, when I
went
call a game
wrong.
stupid, I'm not saying like oh, this is the final review of the game. This is the most important thing ever. Is the game stupid? That's my final verdict. No, I'm saying that the game is being stupid right now, and it is.
Just walk away.
Again, it doesn't help that you're laughing. I'm looking for a little bit of sympathy, just any.
I'm trying not to laugh, but it's hard.
But you're not even like it's fine to laugh because like haha he's frustrated, but you're not even being like yeah I get it yeah.
Because because me and you are
Do you not
different
agree
with
that
that
that's
stuff.
stupid? Do you not agree that that's stupid?
I mean, your luck's stupid.
Yeah, like that. What that just happened? Like everything that just happened. Do you not agree that all of that was the dumbest thing? And how unlucky it was?
Perhaps.
Do you seriously? Like, tell me that that wasn't just so stupid.
I could call it stupid, but I probably wouldn't get as frustrated as you would.
Well, I'm frustrated because this always happens. I just want to do one tiny thing, one itty-bitty little thing. And no, it's just everything has to get in my way. I'm just trying to like say other stuff so that way I can forget about it. I don't know.
Fill those weapons.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see about here. I don't know how far you've seen. Yeah, these little
Well, I've seen everything.
Oh, hey, another rifle. Of course, it's not any better. It's just it's worse. And this one actually looks kind of neat because it's not like a bright color. It has a little string on the thing. Actually, it's the same one, like shape-wise, as mine, except this one has a grip and a
Shorter barrel.
Yeah, that's true. Shorter barrel. Do you have any? Yeah. Oh, wait, no, it's that one. Oh, hey, yeah, there's another one, but I don't have enough money for it, maybe, or enough of a thing for it. But I think I might have enough if I. But now I know that they're not that rare. I was just getting really unlucky earlier. Because I've seen. Oh, what? Do I not get paid for those? Oh, I did. Okay. I was just really unlucky because you didn't see, but I found one like right after. So this is 3 in a row right now. So they're not that rare. It's just I was getting really unlucky with it. Alright, cool. Now I'm gonna go to a planet and just scan a bunch of stuff to make money, because I still haven't gotten the chance to find a planet where there's enough stuff to just scan.
We should just get out of this galaxy in general.
I don't know. This one looks
Don't
cool.
do it.
Didn't I just do that? Yeah, I already did. I'm already out of that galaxy.
No, solar system, whatever.
Yeah, I was
the
out of the solar
entire
system. So
jiggly
I
thing.
already left. Oh, this isn't much better at all. This thing is just not a very good ship, I gotta say. I just like to imagine they
It's
go
a lot
up
of
and...
slots there.
Yeah, it's a lot of slots, but... I really hope no one's, like, awake, like, she and Brandon's still screaming at
I'm
his
trying to
TV.
dig him now. I'm
Oh,
gonna
hey, Jarron, look,
bust
another...
his head.
Guess what? Another paradise planet. I wonder what,
Why? Where do you see paradise? Oh, never mind.
I
was gonna say, where do you see paradise
I wonder if there's gonna be boiling rain. This is definitely a glitch, though. The amount of times I and other people have seen it. Yep, nope, already entered orbit. Already superheated rainstorm. Yeah, I'm gone. Bye. You're probably gonna laugh just because I like duck in.
Why don't you go to its moon? Or is that even a moon? It's very small.
Well, that's its own
There's
planet.
a little moon right there. Okay, that's a quite the small planet right there.
Incandescent. I guess I don't know what that means, but I hear the guy in Dark Souls say incandescent, so I imagine that's probably good.
You hear it from Dark Souls, it's bad.
No, the guy, the Solaire, with the sun, the praise the sun, and he's incandescent. Speaking of Solaire, this one of the items is selenium, so maybe it means it's like close to the sun. I looked away from the screen for a sec, so I might be on the ground. Okay, I'm good.
In the ground.
I might be like embedded into the ground. I might like be nose dived into the ground. Oh, is this water? Oh, okay. I didn't notice at first. I was just curious why it took for a while to hit the ground. Now, this has potential for being kind of neat. Other than this little single island here. When I first started, though, I found so many planets that, like, yeah, they were like toxic or whatever, but they weren't. It wasn't like. Really? A firestorm? Every single planet's like clear except for storms every now and then. Like back when I started, it was every planet was like dangerous at all times, but like only a little bit, so you could survive walking around for a while. You wouldn't be like instantly dead or anything. But now it's like every planet I'm on, it's safe for say a few minutes, and then just everything goes wrong.
Yeah, that's water. It's a lot of water.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently those little structures that it said were actually underwater. That wasn't land. Apparently that wasn't islands. They were just like big. So this planet's just water, which is cool concept-wise. But I need a single planet that I can land on for more than 2 seconds.
Well, if you're underwater, wouldn't it not affect you? You can just scan everything underwater.
I don't know how many plants are underwater though. It's usually only a couple. So that's
I
probably not
mean,
worth it.
if this is all scientific and stuff, according to the scientific community, all life starts from water, so there should be a lot.
just, man, every step of this scanning stuff for money has gone wrong. Buying a gun, buying a...
Underwater! What are you doing?
Because that's not gonna... I mean, I'm already out of there. Okay, irradiated. That's actually what I want, because it means there's gonna be radiation at all times. So long as there isn't radiation storms over 5 seconds, I'll be good. That is green. Oh my god. Or yellow. That got yellow quick. Oh, it's probably like always 3 triangles. That's great. That's just
Why?
great. Everything is wrong. Everything.
Yeah, why do you keep going to the huge planets?
I'm not going towards... This is a moon.
No.
I guess we'll see. Maybe it's just 1 triangle, but... Because you can survive with 1 or 2 for like quite a while without worrying about it.
Mustard yellow. Looks like mustard gas.
Yeah. Of course it's 3. Well, this is during a storm, but there's still 3. Can I not find a single planet? Not 1. That just has, like, even just 1, 2 triangles. So I can go out for more than 5 seconds.
There's no device you can build that clears out the atmosphere?
No, not the atmosphere, no. I know there's stuff that'll let you survive a bit longer, but not long enough for it to matter. Like, look how much money I'm making from just this. If I could, it's like the game knows, oh, hey, this guy found a way to make a lot of money. So let's, oh, great, I don't have any fuel. So let's go out of our way to make sure he can't. Alright, it's right there. Let's grab some real quick. Alright, I'm just trying to get back to casual conversation, because the more I talk about this, the more frustrated I get.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, is the storm over? Good lord, finally. Okay, maybe I can scan stuff for a little bit. Oh, radiation storm incoming.
Doesn't really say that.
Let me get a bunch of this
Huh?
stuff. The launches, all this beautiful crystals. Is that like a mineral?
What kind of reload was that?
What reload?
When you
I don't think
reload
I
your gun.
No, I didn't reload it.
You did something to your hands. Oh, you probably switched modes.
No, I haven't switched modes either. This one doesn't have other modes.
He did something with his hands?
Well, he probably put
To
it
the
away and it
gun?
looked weird.
No, he looked at it. He was like, interesting.
Why don't you scan it? There you go. See, look at that. 100,000 for 1 creature. If I could just find a place to scan creatures. I can make 1 million in just 10 creatures. I can do math. So it's multiplying by 10, Jarron. That's good. That's the hard stuff right there.
I always felt that in school.
So...
Well, that's an interesting creature there.
Yeah, hey, buddy, you got a problem? You're gonna scan you, huh? Freaking scan you, you prick.
Scan another human or anomaly.
What is this thing? You've never seen this before. Alright. There isn't
It's
too
just
many
hostile. He
creatures.
slowly pulls out a big gun.
Can this thing stop moving for a sec? The scanner is a lot more sensitive than it used to be. It used to be just like you put it in the general direction, it would just scan everything in front of you. That's it, I just gotta kill it. I ain't got patience for this. Yeah, I'm getting like almost 100,000 for each of these.
You might want to keep track of your ship.
That's true. I'll keep doing
Your
it.
radiation is halfway there.
More than that, but I
And-
can refill my radiation. The problem is when it's going down rapidly, you need to refill it every 2 seconds, so there's not enough time to scan. Is that...
You're gonna kill him? Well, never mind. You'd be dead.
You know, it's hard to tell what, sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between rocks and plants, because there's like a... Sometimes the rocks end up being kind of alive-ish.
I mean, the one that looks like a brain?
Well, that is a rock, actually. I mean, in real life, it's like that. There actually are living rocks. They're like rocks, and you peel them open, there's like flesh on the inside. You ever seen those bleeding trees? Those are really cool.
No. Unless you're
You,
talking about the ones in Skyrim.
I always cut that one tree with the like crazy people around it. I don't care. I just cut it, and then they get kind of mad. Just a little mad.
Where? When?
You can need to heal the tree in Whiterun. You go to that big tree in the cave, and there's those two hippies in there.
Yeah, and then those hippies turn into Spriggans.
No, they don't turn into Spriggans. They're just Spriggans like
They
they.
turn into Spriggans.
They don't
They
turn
morph into Spriggans. Branches go out of their eyes 1,000 years.
out of their eyes.
And then their skins peel.
Ah, does it sound like that, or does it sound more like wood cracking?
Well, when it's the both.
Ah.
Because when it comes out their eyes, it just splits.
Oh my gosh, it's 3:30. These
It's your fault.
I guess you don't really notice time when everything is going wrong.
Or if you're having fun.
Oh, I am. Just that's the thing. People say like, yeah, time flies when you're having fun. That's not true. Time flies when it's inconvenient for you. For example, when you're taking a test, I'm not having fun, but time goes by real quick, and I have no time left by the halfway through. But and when you are having fun, time flies, so you don't get to enjoy it. I feel like time just hates you, or me. Hey, time just hates people. And then you die, and then time is up there laughing its butt off.
Yeah, but then you get to live forever. And then you get to laugh at time. Like, I got all the time in the world now, buddy.
But you get to go up to Father Time, sitting up there, and be like, "Hey God, can I go talk to Father Time?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." Just
Father
careful.
Time with a little white thing on his neck. Yes, son.
And then God's like, "Yeah, be careful. He's a bit of a prick." And I'm like, "All right, well, be careful."
I thought that said Neptune. I was like, oh, interesting. I really hope I find a
That
planet
would
that's
be
named
like a
Earth.
huge, mind-blowing thing if you just saw like a planet called Earth, but it was like Dead Planet and it said Earth.
It's like
That actually, I really hope there's a planet like there is like one galaxy that isn't randomized, but it's like our solar system. That'd be
perhaps
really
there
cool.
is.
Hey,
Maybe
it's
one
totally
day we'll
possible.
find it.
I mean, I think they've said about less than 5% of the planets in the game have been discovered. I mean, solar systems in the game has been discovered. Man, it says these like sentinels are either average or some planets say below average, but like there's way more than that.
Maybe that means they're force.
I mean, like, it means how active they are. I heard like chirping or like something noises. So, see, this is fine. You know, my thermal protection's falling, but it's like slow. I can easily tell when it's gonna get lower. Now, what I'm looking for is some creatures, because those give me like 100,000.
Why do you always look at the sentinels?
I don't know. Have it. Man, all these
Like,
caves
you
have,
don't even like look at them normally. You look at them through the scanner, like, let me scan this thing. I haven't
all
seen
these
that.
plants are toxic. Like, every cave has toxic plants in it for some reason. It's weird. Deposit of copper? Well, sure. I think I need copper right now. Just give me about 5 minutes till I'm begging for it. Please, anyone, I need copper.
Just leave a note there, like, no copper on your skeleton.
In the first Fallout, whenever you die, no matter how you die, there's just like a cutscene plays, and or not a cutscene, just like a picture of dead, like a skeleton in a vault suit, like mangled in the desert. But it's kind of funny. You could die anywhere. You should be in the middle of the city streets and someone kills you, and like you're like, oh, I guess someone just dragged me out here, and took my shirt off and replaced it with the vault suit I had a long time ago. Okay, I can get pure ferrite easily. That's just, with this. One of these days I'm gonna forget to pick this thing up. In fact, I think I have before. I don't want to make all of it that. Oh, that's quick. Yeah. How much did I need? Hey, Jarron, how much pure ferrite do I need? You're probably seeing it, like... Did you see it? Or...
Let me just go back in time real quick.
I'm already checking, it's fine.
Okay, let me go forward
Oh,
in
I only
time.
needed 15. Let me grab my time machine. Alright, let me go back in time again.
It's quite simple. I just need fingers.
My fingers?
Yeah, yours specifically.
Oh, cool, thanks.
So I know who to time travel to, because we are all one with the universe, my
Okay.
friend.
My inventory is most certainly not full, though. Don't lie to me. I've got 2 pieces of salt in there that I don't need.
Well, why don't you just let it go? Get that salt off you.
No, Jarron, you know it ain't that easy. Alright, damaged machinery. Now we can fix it. And we get... Okay, never mind. Useless stuff. Well, not useless, but... Oh, so we got a, humming egg. Alright, I'm curious enough. Let's go check what that is. I'm gonna try your cave theory. Oh, actually, no. We already did that. It does work. Okay. Oh, I don't have a freaking thing. Ah, Lord. I need to add a terrain manipulator. Oh, okay. I think I can actually craft it right now. No, not the starship. Yeah, it looks like I can. Okay, cool. We're all good. You've been quiet, Jarron. What's up?
Nothing?
Sounded like you were hissing. I was like, I didn't mean it, man. What are you hissing at me
I was
for?
breathing. I'm breathing just fine.
Breathing just perfectly fine, man. Am I okay? Okay, so your cave theory worked the first time. Yeah, I think you're right about the caves.
I know I'm right. Anytime I make a theory, it's always right, most of the time. Sometimes it's not, like that one time when I made a theory about
right.
how pressing this button might not destroy the planet. I wasn't right about that one.
90% of the time. Now, see, the problem is this
Exactly.
cave is, squanched. So I can't actually see the eggs.
You son of a gun. Didn't do anything right.
Why did they go away after, like, you go...
So you just have to search the area.
No, that was the thing I made. I was like, that's a pretty smooth tunnel for a cave. I definitely didn't destroy them.
That's what you think. I don't even think any of this stuff can be destroyed like that.
Yeah. But, like, it's just not here. I mean, this cave
Unless it's eggs.
I mean, this cave is just a glitch because, well, like, the fact that it's flat like this, because you can see the grass is clearly supposed to be a bit taller than that, but... I don't know. I was paying attention to where it was, so, like, it should be...
It's in the vicinity. What did it say it was?
Huh? Humming egg or something?
What are you looking? Oh, eggs. Looking for those eggs again.
Well, I know for a fact that the eggs are worth a lot. Even if the pearl...
Yeah, but the fact that they're eggs, you might have destroyed them.
Well, I wouldn't have destroyed all of them like that. And plus, even if you destroy them, it would have dropped, like, from that. And there's no way... That would be a massive coincidence if I've destroyed every single one, just like...
I mean, you have shot at most of them directly.
No, I don't... Actually, that time I didn't. I shot at them at an angle, so there's no way I could have destroyed it. I purposely aimed to the right a little bit. And so that way I could just turn left when I saw it. Is my screen going like rainbow? No, never mind. That's just my... Alright. lean back a bit. I set my. Right now, in case you didn't know, on my setup, I'm sitting on the floor. I do have my bed behind me, but it's at too much of an angle. I have to like bend my neck down and.
Sitting on your floor.
Well, I'm sitting on a pillow on the floor. So.
I remember the days I used to sit on the floor. Those were the good old days. When I had my small little
Get
TV
word for
monitor.
destroy. Yeah, me too.
And I would sit in my brother's room, just sit on the floor playing games while he ran his mouth on the computer. Good times.
Where? Oh, that's kind of weird. This one only has one little bar. I guess I'll go for it. No reason not to. I'm not doing anything more important, really.
And the fact that you may or may not die out of nowhere. Is there even fall damage on this game?
Yes, absolutely.
Did you find that out the hard way?
It's easy to... Yeah, I didn't die, but I definitely almost killed myself. It's easy to
Life
avoid.
support at 30%, Brandon.
Is it? No, it's not.
Maybe it said 50%.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit blind.
I don't think it says ever 30%. I think it says like 50, 25, 75. Actually, I don't know if it even says 20, 75.
Okay, so this next update's free, right? Like,
Yeah, there's no
I know
DLC.
it's free, but I'm saying like, there's no, it's not like, because I know you said the case cover says next on it, so I mean, why would they do that if it was just an update?
Yeah, I was wondering too, but it's just advertising for it. Ancient data. Oh, is this the
probably to catch people's eyes, like,
I'm gonna have to run,
does that mean?
probably. Yep. Navigation data. See, it's so random how you find it, but they're already looking at me. They know
Run
what
for
I'm
what?
doing. The second I pick this up, even if Sentinels, so don't even say like, oh, wait for them to go away. Even if Sentinels aren't watching, the second I pick this up, they're gonna coming after me. Actually, you know what? What would
better run.
Well, you know what would be easier than running? Because my ship is out there. Just, nice little, tunnel here. Where'd it go?
You can make a tunnel all the way
I
to your
swear
ship.
to Christ, did it just disappear? What? What?
I think that laser is a little bit stronger than you think it is.
No, watch that, Jarron, and try to blame that on me. I did nothing
I'm
wrong.
not trying to blame on you. I'm saying every time you touch that laser with anything or any in the vicinity, it gets disappeared. Or it disappears.
Oh my gosh. That's so stupid. It's gone. I could have picked up something valuable, and so the game punished me for planning ahead. Thanks. I built a tunnel so that way I could get away. But, oh, no, Brandon. You were supposed to get killed by the Sentinels. The point was to make you mad. Making you die no matter what. And also there's a blizzard now, so put that on the list. Go ahead. I know you've been writing a list, Jarron. Go ahead and put that one on there.
I've been writing all this.
Yeah. List of things that's making Brandon's frustrating. Oh, look, I just learned the get word for despair.
Yeah, I think it was coming.
And now there's a storm. I'm not mad, Jarron. Does it seem like I'm mad? I'm not.
No, you seem quite happy.
I'm just exhilarated right now, honestly. Couldn't be
Get that adrenaline pumping.
Couldn't be any happier. I pressed the wrong button. It said down, so I pressed the down button, but that's not the button you're supposed to press. Can I get that cool? Oh, I didn't turn on my light. No, not photo mode, not yet.
What are you doing?
Just a little picture. I want to do kind of like a
Is there even a flashlight on you, or is it like Fallout, where it just glows around you?
Well, the idea is that it's like a light, so it's like a light bulb rather than a flashlight.
But where?
I don't know, just on. It could be anywhere. I mean, I guess
Put
I'll
despair over that cave.
When you edit it with despair right above it.
Despair.
Just a sign that says despair.
Can I name this cave? Can I name this planet
And it's just
Despair?
you.
Should I have it centered or should I have it like? Because the
I'm a
background.
photo expert. I like the background with like the whole. The only problem with that is you would have to be someone that pays attention while they even notice you.
Look, there's a sentinel over there, so it also looks like I'm hiding from them. Hey, Jarron, you know how I'm feeling right now?
Happy.
Oh, it hurts. Oh, this game. Oh, the pain of it. You won't
To
see that for
despair.
a few seconds, but yeah.
Oh, so
Look,
you're
the
so
blizzard just.
disgusted that you're throwing up.
Yeah, blizzard just magically reappears when I go outside. It's clearly not there when I'm inside. Negative 10
Well, clearly
degrees.
vision changes.
Nice, comfy 10 degrees.
Was that comfy though? How long have you actually stayed out negative 10 degrees?
My backpack's pretty big.
What? Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
I asked you how long you staying out in negative 10 degrees. Like, yeah, my backpack's pretty big.
I'm going crazy in this cave, man. The blizzard's been here for years. I'm just like sitting on the edge of this cave, and someone walks in here, and I'm just like going crazy.
He's talking to the wall.
Yeah, like, I do kind of look like that. I'm like moving my head around, like, this
You hear
wall
that,
is
man?
suspicious. I have to check the wall.
They're out there.
Why is thank you like a celebratory jump? It just looks silly. Reminds me of Dark Souls. I think it's actually pretty much the same thing in Dark Souls.
Nice. Thank you. Not a celebratory jump.
Look,
Thank you. You get on your knees.
look.
Oh, no, that's you're welcome.
Well, no, I mean, it's not thank you. It's just like, it's the same thing. There's something in Dark Souls that's like that, where you jump up with your, looks awkward with your shield, but like, you jump up and you're like, yeah. Like, it just looks silly in any game that it's in. Alright. Humming egg. So this time, I will literally not dig a single, I know I dug that cave earlier, but whatever. I will literally not dig at all. I will look for a cave. And find an entrance like that. But the thing is, the cave entrances are like never anywhere close to.
Maybe the Sentinels destroyed that thing. Could be wrong.
What?
That thing that
No, because
disappeared. Maybe
the
the
point is they're
Sentinels
trying to
saw you
protect
and they're
it.
like, but if you want to protect it from someone taking it, then destroy it.
Oh, hey, there's more. So there's definitely a cave system down there because there's 2 sets of humming eggs. Question is, how do I get to that cave?
Maybe that gigantic hole in the hill. I don't know.
I don't see no gigantic hole generator if you see one.
Well, maybe it's just a little bit delusional.
These guys are always sitting down when I see them, like they're pretending to
Maybe
be
there's
busy.
hallucinogenics in the carpet.
Like I carpet. Oh, my carpet. Yeah, asbestos.
No, my carpet.
Oh, your carpet. Yeah. Oh, hey, a thing. What geck word am I gonna learn now? Torture, pain, oxide. I guess I am being poisoned. See, Jarron, it knows. Wow. Okay, so this is just stupid. The humming egg that I was looking at is now gone. The other one's still here, but the one I was looking at earlier, I haven't dug anything. I haven't done anything. It's just gone. The other one is still here.
So, so maybe it's just still there.
Well,
The
of course the
symbol's
X is
just
still
gone.
there. That's what I'm saying. Look, I'm just gonna dig straight down. I don't care. I'm not even gonna
So
mark
maybe it's
them.
like a chance. Maybe it's like a chance thing. Like you see it, and then it's like, oh, if you don't look at it long enough, it's gonna disappear, and you lost your chance. What
I
is
don't
that
know.
percentage? Is that your energy before you get depleted? Wow, it's a good thing you got a jetpack.
Yeah. Okay, so the symbols are definitely gone now. I think what the game wants you to do ideally is, oh, that might be it. No, is like I get what it's trying to do. It wants you to get to a cave system and then have to explore the caves, be like, whoa, there's caves and stuff. But the thing is it's not fun when it could be anywhere and the caves can glitch into each other.
They should have predators when you find the eggs or something. Well, not exactly predators, but a mom who freaking laid the eggs.
Yeah, that's probably what's
Should the
happening.
mom?
Because this is
Should
weird.
the
I
mom
think
come
I'm on like the
charging in?
floor of the. And see, this is the problem. This is clearly, or not clearly. This still looks like it's supposed to be an exit, but it's not. So see, if it wants me to find an exit to get in, well, I can't because they're all glitched. So what the game wants me to do versus what the game's gonna let me do is like completely different. Ow. But like, I get it. It's like, oh, explore these caves, like, see what you can find in them. But it's just like they're glitched out. Why not just let me mine around and stuff? You know, something like hazardous up here. Toxins, yeah. Jeez, that like knocks you down real quick. If you're in like an awkward position when you start getting those toxins at you, it really sucks.
Let's see.
Man, those eggs are just like impossible. There's, oh my gosh, there's a lot of them here. The toxins, I mean. I'm probably like a mile away from where I started.
God. Let's say a quarter of a mile away.
In fact, yeah, I'm not too worried about that right now. You see this tan down here, I guarantee is probably like the floor of the planet. I have plenty of oxygen. I always pick up oxygen when I get the chance. Try to have it so that I'm never in a situation where I need to desperately look for it. Oh well. Look at that, another humming egg. So now this one, see, this is the problem. It's like, okay, I'm in a cave system, and it's like right behind this wall. I mean, it's a big wall, but right or left? Alright, I know you can't see it right now, but there's two tunnels. Which one should I go, right or left?
I don't know. I know if I say one and it leads you to the wrong way, and like tell you so.
I won't blame you, I swear. I'm gonna go, actually, I think I'm gonna go left, because it looks more promising.
Oh, thanks for asking. Again.
There's also toxin stuff in the way, but I'm gonna just fly over that. Never mind.
Maybe this is a sign.
Maybe. Well, there's a dead end. So...
Maybe it's not a sign.
The thing is, this doesn't look like it's supposed to be dead end. It looks like there's supposed to be more, but the game just is like...
Dig.
But you know what happens when I dig?
No, because they disappear anyways. I just said what it probably is. It's one of those things that you see, and then it's like, oh, do you want to get it? And if you don't get it, and it disappears, and you just, oh well, you didn't get it.
It like when I'm right next to it, so it's like... Okay, maybe going right would have been the right option. Oh, I'm like losing a lot of health. I should probably find like...
I was gonna say right.
Okay, I can still see them. They haven't disappeared yet, and this looks like the right direction. Oh, this... that looks right. Now, I'm still wary about what you said about the mama thing, because that could be true, and my health is already really low. How do I heal health directly?
Can you heal yourself?
There's like health stations, but I don't know about healing yourself directly. I'm just gonna like...
You better hope that gun's good enough.
Yeah, I don't even know how to activate the, like, gun part of it. Oh, change secondary weapon? Oh, no, that doesn't do that. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, this one just has terrain manipulator and normal. Oh, there they are. Oh boy, I'm actually a bit nervous because I know very well that like that there's gonna be angry mamas coming for me or something. I'm calling it now, and I do have space in my inventory. Make sure to check.
You better get ready to run.
Yeah, I'm
For
grabbing
your
as
life.
many as I can. There's 3 here, so I'm just grabbing them. Oh, they look like an alien. Jesus, I like looked forward and scared myself.
This is it.
Okay, I think I'm actually good. I think I might be good. And there's another patch of them I actually missed. Because I'm dense. I swear, if these things are like silent, like things that attack me, and it's good that there's no sentinels down
like
here.
sneaking on the roof.
Yeah. Oh, if I look up and there's something climbing on the roof, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Twist its head. It looks down at you like.
Oh man. Okay, so now I have like a bunch of pearls now. Okay, so yeah, they're worth a lot when you get a bunch of them. Because you're supposed to, the idea is you find a cluster of them and get a bunch, because now they're actually worth quite a bit. And I'm sure if you
You're
find
really
like
gonna pause in the middle of this? Knowing full well something could come for you out of nowhere?
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
You said I'm gonna pause in the middle of this, or?
You were looking at your inventory in the middle of the cave after you steal
Oh.
a bunch of eggs. We call it the wisest
Yeah,
idea.
that's when they come out. They notice you looking at your watch, and they're like,
I wanna know what time it is.
My running
I'll
animation
take
up
it off
this
this
hill
guy.
is so goofy. Man, I'm gonna like be asleep all morning tomorrow, but I already have an excuse.
What?
Like being asleep all day tomorrow, because I was already busy.
Yeah, but excuse for your dad or something? You'd be like, we can
No,
sleep
for
all
my
day.
grandparents. My dad
No,
hardly
grandparents,
cares.
your question.
Alright, finally, something good happened. Ooh boy, everybody clap. Clap for me, Jarron.
You shouldn't say that until you get in the ship.
They're waiting for me at my ship. How far away is it actually? I moved quite a bit. 1,000, jeez. Buried technology module. See, these things don't throw a fit when I unbury them, but freaking eggs. Immediately.
Okay, well next time you see an egg, shoot at it and see if you destroy it. I mean, it's a pearl, but you can always test if they're getting destroyed.
Alright. I'm gonna like stop on the way for things. Artifact. Yeah, let's check that out. Oh, I guarantee it's one of those little knowledge stones gonna tell me another word. I mean, eventually I'll build up a, to the point where I can actually see what they say. Because right now it's just like blah 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 blah, interloper, blah blah blah. Blizzard. I can probably... No, I'm not gonna get to my ship before the blizzard starts, but I might get to it before it gets too bad.
You better hope.
I ain't gonna promise it. Well, I can build a cave, obviously. I'm not gonna, like, say I am going to, because when I inevitably don't...
Never mind. You'll make it. That thing's going down slow.
Well, it's because the storm hasn't kicked up yet. Oh, I've already seen this one? Well, tell me about it if I've already seen it. I love the sliding animations they added. They're gonna be waiting for me at the ship, like, with baseball bats, like, slapping them in their hands. Like,
You done goofed.
We saw you messing with, And I'm glad there was no sentinels down there or anything. That was good.
I just don't like the whole oxygen thing.
Yeah.
Like, how it doesn't run out naturally. Like, it only runs out when you run in or using a jetpack.
Well, I think
And
it
it
does run
refills.
out I think it does run out naturally, but it's so slow that the game doesn't even bother telling you. Man, my screen is, like, just covered in ice. I'm gonna... If this cave saw doesn't count, I might have to build my own. Yeah, I'm at 25%. That's cool. We're all good.
You know what that sucked? if your gun got depleted at the last second.
So here's what I'm thinking. Should I spend yet another? Or I already have it, but I don't know if you noticed, but I bought another S grade scanner module while it was
Yes,
there,
you now have 3.
and put 3 on it now, and like so I can get money quickly, so I can get another gun later. All right. Oh, now they're not in the line. I shouldn't have focused too much on where I put them, because now it's gonna bother me that they're not in a line. All right. Well, because the thing is,
You can't arrange them.
no, not after you place them. Cannot place item in technology. Oh, it's because I haven't activated it yet. Alright, whatever. Gotta press all the unnecessary buttons. The thing is I'm worried is... Yeah, it has been improving it, so it should be good.
Yeah.
Scanner range is crazy long because of these upgrades also increase range, so it's crazy. I don't know how to switch to these though. Oh, that's true. I don't actually have ammunition either.
Why don't you actually click on
Oh,
it?
and I don't even have the thing anyway. I don't have the gun. These are upgrades for the bullet modes, but I don't have any of them unlocked, so they wouldn't work anyway. I understand.
Revelation.
I understand. Dang, that storm is... Okay. I'm still gonna need to fix this up.
It'd be pretty cool if you could build a campfire.
Oh, that's true. That would be cool. Or, like, of course they'd probably make some sort of, like, robotic campfire. Not robotic, but, like, technology thing. My ship is...
I mean, like solid electronics to go.
Yeah, I don't know. My friggin' ship. The game does this where it's just like doesn't want to
Look
tell
in
me
the
where
air.
it is. Looking in the air, I'm like scanning. It just doesn't tell me where it is for a little bit.
Your scanning range is so far beyond, it just passes it.
Alright. Now what does this need? Hey, I have whatever. Get ready for
Your
nanite clusters.
oxygen
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be refilling itself.
Oh, I haven't filled in a little bit yet.
Though on our planet, the oxygen fills itself back up.
Gek relic. Oh, cool. Now I have 2 of them. Okay, now where's my ship? Because I've been going in. Let's see if we can find another planet that's like this, where it's not 100% always hostile. I still think that running uphill animation is super goofy. Man, I can't wait for you to play this with me so we can go around and... I'll join your game, and then we'll get to the point where you feel whatever, where you're ready to get to my planet.
We're all in the same universe, my friend.
And then I'll join, because what it does is teleports me to you immediately instead of having to find each other. So
is it by game, or are you just teleporting to me?
what do you mean?
You keep saying I'll join your game as if it's a whole separate game, but if we all share the universe, then in reality you're just teleporting
that's what I
me.
meant. I'm teleporting you, but it's like to
I
your...
have transcended upon humans.
Alright. My frustration meter's gone down. My continuing to play this game has been refilled.
You got a gauge or like a meter on your arm and it just busts.
On the bottom left, you see on the screen. Now what I want to do is scan one of these little flying deals. It's really hard to, though.
You can't scan anything with your ship?
No? Oh shoot, you just saw me do that. Leave her alone. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother.
Surface area scanners?
Screw it. I'm just gonna do something else. You pretty much have to kill the flying things to scan them. Do I have my... Okay. No, I don't have anything for my hyperdrive. That sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go land on a planet. Chromatic metal. How do you get that again?
Oh yeah, I still never even learned how to load a 22 rifle.
What?
Okay, mine, it's a 22 rifle. I asked how you load it by itself, like without the magazine.
I told you no.
Yeah, but you said, like,
Depends on the gun itself.
what do you,
Oh, here we are. A bounty.
how do you, what do you mean place it in the little thing and then put it in?
Place it
The
in
bolt
the
thing, because there's nothing underneath
in
it.
the bolt. Well, you have to show it to me exactly because I need to see what it looks like because different ones. But if you put it in the
Yeah, that's if I
chamber,
can-
so to speak. You ever
Because
loaded a
mine,
Nerf
the
gun
chain,
with like with just putting a
yes,
bullet
but in a
directly?
Nerf gun, the magazine or the chamber has something to hold it. The thing in this one is kind of
where do you load
empty.
it from, the bottom or the side?
You load it from the top. Or,
What?
yeah, I guess to the side.
Top.
I-
And it uses magazines from the side or top? Or,
It uses magazines from the bottom, but I don't know where the magazine's at. So I'm saying, in case of emergency, and I had to use it real
I know
quick,
you're asking
how would I
for
load
it,
it
but,
without it?
I mean, first
Because
of all,
my uncle
22
has a
rifle
bunch of
with one bullet isn't gonna
22
be
bullets. Well, it's gonna be enough if the man gets shot. He's like, shoot, I shouldn't walk in this door.
He's probably gonna be like, don't shoot.
Anyways, even if he doesn't know what kind of bullet it is, if he gets hit by a bullet, he's gonna be scared. He's not gonna go like look down and go like, ah, it's just a 22. But keep going. I'll just have to send you a picture of it. Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay, you got real silent. Anyways, I'll show you. I'll just try to get a picture of it when my great grandma ever leaves this house again, because we're not allowed to mess with it.
Oh, yeah.
But my grandpa or great grandpa gave it to my uncle. That my family has this whole
Jeez, is it
wheel
real?
thing. My great. What?
How old is it if it was your great grandpa's?
I don't know. I mean, if it's old, you can't tell.
Well, yeah, it's probably care for it. You shouldn't be able to tell. Oh, but speaking of that fire
But
range,
Yes, the firing range,
I
quiet.
want, like,
I
I
gotta
could
pay
take you there
money
at
to
some
shoot
point
guns, you
with,
son
like,
of a
Rick or
biscuit.
something. It's like
Oh yeah, we can use our own guns.
yeah,
Or your
it's like
gun.
$5
I'll steal your gun.
to shoot for, well, $5 per person, or no, I think it's $5 for a
I
lane
mean-
for the first person, and then for every person that's sharing that lane, it's $2 more. Like, plus.
Well, my uncle has a whole box of 22 bullets, so
I have plenty, and I have my own gun. But
the only problem is he bought a 22 rifle that's semi-automatic. It didn't work.
Semi-automatic.
Like when he shot it, the bullet would get jammed, and it would damage the top of the bullets. So
Oh, yeah.
there's a lot of bullets in the box that have dents on a bunch of top of them. So I'll just
Oh boy.
throw those ones away.
Yeah. Or well, don't just throw them in the trash because they can still go off. The primers or stuff. But yeah.
That's the only reason I don't want to shoot a gun, is because, well, when I was little, I didn't know that guns could actually backfire, so I wasn't thinking about that stuff. I was thinking about, is it going to hurt my shoulder? Because I would see my dad shoot it, and he would move his shoulder a little bit, and it's like, oh, is this going to hurt my shoulder real bad? So I was always scared
No,
to
my
shoot a
22
gun.
is like nothing. The 22 I have. But
But then, as I learned guns can backfire, now I'm worried. I'm not worried about the pain. I'm worried if it's just going to backfire me and blow half my face off
well,
or
if it did
something.
backfire, it wouldn't like shoot backwards. It would just explode. Like a small
Oh, that's all. The gun will just explode in my hand. That's cool.
Small explosion. It's not that bad, really. I mean, like that.
Anyways, my grandpa wrote in a will that it goes to my great grandma's one of their daughters, but my uncle said that he said personally that it goes to him, because
That's gonna create
if
some
you don't want my family's history, I'm gonna give you some family lore right now. Anyways,
Bates family.
my
lore.
uncle
Yeah, base fan lore. I've heard enough of your lore, my friend. All the French, baloney, and Canadian stuff. I'm gonna show you some real American lore right here.
American
Anyways,
lore story.
you got my uncle, my dad, and my aunt. Okay. Then my grandma got married. Then my grandma got married to this guy. Then, they had my uncle, well, my dad, then my uncle. No, wait. My dad, then my aunt, then my uncle, because my uncle's the youngest of them all. He's like 31 now. That means when I'm 20, he'll only be like 32, oh wait, 34 or something, which is a good thing. Because I don't want to get like 20 and I wouldn't be all my people I know like 50 years old and they're like, oh, this is my last day.
This
The
is my
second I
last
turn
day.
20. But anyways, freaking then my grandpa, the one that's married to my grandma, cheated on her or whatever. So they got a divorce. So my uncle wasn't raised by him. So he didn't really have a dad. So my great grandpa, the one that owns the gun, he raised my uncle. And it's like, so it was a personal thing. So my great grandpa was like, you can have my gun. But his will that he wrote a long time ago said that his daughter gets it. But his daughter's probably just going to take it and probably go up and sell it. Because my great grandpa bought a shop, like saved a bunch of money and bought a shop. One of the first things they did when he passed was sell everything in the shop and sell the shop. And I was like, that's
Yeah,
screwed
that
up.
sucks. Wow, this tiny island, still, there's somehow a, sentinel. No, but, the other thing about the firing range is that, from what I've seen, you can rent, guns.
How old do you have to be there to go by yourself, though?
Yeah, we're not old enough, so it'd have to take, or Rick will have to take us or something. But he said he's willing to. It just has to be when he's free. But, not like he's a slave, but I mean, like,
I know.
But what
Yeah,
I
I
saw,
totally took that offense. Like, how dare you?
from what I could see in the pictures, I saw an M1 Garand on the rental wall, and it might have been
Yeah,
like,
you told me like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm
well,
gonna
if
use
I
it
could
in
fire an
grand.
M1 Garand, that'd be so cool. With a little ping.
And your gun's semi-automatic. The one you showed me at your mom's house with the scope.
Yeah, semi-automatic.
Ugh, nasty.
What do you mean nasty?
The only semi-automatic things I like are pistols. Well, actually, my favorite type of pistol is revolvers. But if it's a sniper rifle, I like it to stay bolt action, just for. Semi-automatic. I gotta shoot a semi-automatic gun. I'd rather just go freaking find the last single action army revolver on Earth.
Last. There's a few, but they're expensive.
I mean, I'm sure if you saved up like $100 a week, you could get one like in a year or two. Probably just a year.
Yeah, but you also need to spend that on other stuff.
Brandon, if you got a real job instead of because
no,
the
but
job
like when
you
you get
worked at,
when you get a real job, you also kind of usually live by yourself and you have to pay rent and all that stuff.
rent's not as bad as adults make it sound. They just don't want to spend money on you, so they're like, oh, I gotta pay the bills. And then, yeah, that's the jazz of it. Just like my mom.
See, look,
She
he's
always says,
lifting it up.
my mom, what?
He's lifting it up. It says rentals, and there's an M1 Garand, and he's holding it, like praising it in the air. And there's like an AK.
Yeah, but that could be just to attract people.
But it's
Like,
really
oh, I'm gonna go there.
And I don't know how much
and then
cost.
and then you're gonna get there, and then they're like, oh man, somebody bought it. And you're like,
Well, I don't know. Well, I imagine if it's a rental, especially if it's an M1 Garand. I'll just send you a picture so you can see all the different guns on the. And there's a number next to the rental thing, and it probably says like 200 something, but it looks like it says 22.5. But I don't know why it would say that. I don't know if it's price.
there might be price to rent it if it's in $1,000.
Well, for a few shots, as long as you don't break it. I'm sure you'd have to pay for the bullets, but like, me get a nice, good, reload, so I have to look for the picture again. I don't know if you're watching the stream, but I'm just sitting here on this rainy planet. I doubt the rain will stop. Every excuse me, every paradise planet is like this, and it's getting on my nerves. It's absolutely a glitch.
Click on the paradise planets.
You know, if my phone would stop reloading, because I'm good. I was at
Did
the
you say
picture.
your phone stopped reloading?
Yeah, it's reloading every 5 seconds.
Back up, my phone's reloading.
No, you know what I mean. Where like I'm gonna have to like the second I get to the picture. Oh no, there it goes again.
What is going on with your phone?
I'm looking at pictures. There's like a line of them.
Oh.
There's one in particular. The second I get to it, my phone's like, "Oh, sorry, you're lagging a bit." And I'm not. It's super smooth. It's fine. There's the picture. Let me take a screenshot. Okay, cool. They can freaking reload a million times. I don't give a crap. Alright. I just crop that so you can't see anything else. Not that there's anything else to see. It just says the website name.
Sure. Where you're forcing and stuff. We'll find out. I don't care if I'm 90.
You know, the M1 Grand was actually really, well, relatively high-tech for the time. Germany and Britain were still using bolt-action rifles. And SMGs, but, like, there wasn't really an in-between. Assault rifles weren't really a thing. So, the M1 Grand was actually a pretty good, technology.
Hold up, I got a message from somebody.
Oh yeah, I wonder who.
Okay, really?
What?
I mean, I see the M1 Grand, but all these guns on the... You see the M1, I see the M1 Grand, but you see all these guns to the right? All these wannabe automatics, but they're just semi-automatics.
You don't know if they're semi-automatic. They could be automatic.
Automatics are illegal in America.
No, they're not. What are you, crazy? No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Texas. No, they're not. That's what people were trying to do, but the automatics are not illegal.
You fool.
You might need to have a training to use them. Are automatic weapons legal in Texas? Automatic firearms, short barrel, whatever, are permitted by Texas law as long as the owner have registered the items. And if they're registered by the owners of the place, then you'd be allowed to use them.
Yeah, I got gun laws in Texas right now, ugly.
But yeah,
Summary table.
You know what makes a gun assault
Long
rifle?
guns, no. Handguns, no. You can't have handguns in Texas. I'm joking.
Well, you know what makes a gun an assault rifle? Because most people don't freaking know. They're like, oh, assault rifle is you're killing his children. Because assault rifle isn't an
I'm
automatic
not one of
rifle.
those people.
I know you're not. I'm just saying, like...
I don't know. Maybe assault rifle's based on the caliber of the bullet.
No,
I don't know.
Assault rifle is... Well, there's a few different things, but... it's... One of the main things is if it can switch semi-automatic and automatic. If it can switch between them. And it's funny, I was talking to some people, and I was like, you know, I heard that was actually one of the things that helps you tell the difference. And they were like, no, that's stupid. That's absolutely not true. That's ridiculous. It's stupid. And I was like, oh, okay. People always say I'm wrong about this stuff, and then I do a tiny bit of research, and I'm always right. You know? See, I don't ever say things unless I've like researched myself and know for sure, because I don't like to, lie. So I'm always like,
no, that's the opposite of me.
Oh, I
just run my mouth.
Quick fact from I run my mouth as well, but like I won't start like a hey fun fact thing without having.
Well, I don't start facts. I'm saying if someone says something crap about something, then I try to defend it, even if I don't know that much about it. Like if someone said, "Oh, guns are stupid," I'm like, "No, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Dead wrong."
Well,
literally, you're fixing to be dead wrong.
Usually, people that know a lot about something and people that don't know a lot about something tend to agree. Or people that know nothing about something and people that know a lot about something tend to agree. I've noticed that. And people that know a little bit about something, like they just started learning about it, usually are like disagree a bunch because they're freaking stupid. Which is why people that learn anything about, they learn like one thing about guns and they're like, oh, dangerous. But then if you know a lot about them, you're like, oh, it's not that. And then there's also people that don't know. I'm not saying you don't know anything, but you.
I know everything.
with every single gun.
I want my first pistol to be a 1911.
That's gonna be expensive.
No, I saw one at freaking
Do you know it was real
what is
and not
it?
a repo?
Academy.
Then it was
The
definitely
Academy for
not real.
$900.
It's definitely not.
Okay, well guess what? I'll see what $5,000 to
Fair
spend
enough.
on one
No,
pistol.
fair enough, Jarron. You were probably... Never mind. I admit to being wrong. Because yes, it just said
What
the
was
average
I?
price is $900. I was like... I was thinking of something else.
Oh, you mean like a single action army?
No, I know that that's expensive. I just want to get out of this freaking galaxy, but it's like difficult right now.
Or maybe a 44 Magnum.
Jarron, that's really
Something that's gonna put a giant hole in someone that's trying to rob me.
I don't think the size of the hole really matters. I think, honestly, the gun itself is going to scare them enough. Hopefully it'll stop them. Because the point of guns is...
Okay, I don't think about regular robbers robbing me. I'm thinking about the people that want to kill me. They're robbing my life.
It's not that too many people robbing my life. Well, you can't really rob someone's life because they're not, like... I know they say, like, taking your life, taking someone's life, but, like... You can't actually physically... I mean, you don't get anything, you know, other than, I guess, the satisfaction of killing someone, but...
A Ruger Super Red Hawk revolver, 44 mag, 7.5 inches, 6 RD. I don't even know what that means. Stainless Hogue Tamer grip, PN5501 handguns revolver Red Hawk 44 mag, twice in stock, $844. That is cheaper than a 1911.
Yeah, 1911 is like a genuine 1911.
$500.
Most of them are older. Like, maybe if you got, like, a modern one, they'd be cheaper. Maybe the modern ones, because they still make them, I think, is, like...
If I wanted a single-action revolver, but, like, the original, would I put single-action revolver classic or something? Like,
no, look,
what would
I'll
I
do
put?
it for you, because I've done it before. Well, just so I know... one second. Because there were series, basically, of them. So
I know.
And some of the series are newer than others.
First generation is
Cheaper
what
than
I would
dirt.
want.
Oh, I'm sure they're cheaper than dirt.
$2,950. Woo! Yeah, my friend, cheaper than dirt. I can go get 5 gallons of dirt right now.
5 gallons. I measured
For free.
gallons. Gamma intensive. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. I just need a place to fuel up, bro. I haven't actually done silver mining in a long time, just because it's not really worth it. I get way more from what I'm doing now. Like, or platinum, not silver. If I did platinum mining for, say, an hour, maybe 2 hours, I'd get 500,000. But with this, I scan an animal and get 100,000. It takes 2 seconds to scan. Man, I just want to get out of this daggum galaxy, or the solar system. I keep getting that. The solar system is like a group of planets. Galaxy is like way bigger than that. We live in the Milky Way galaxy, but our solar system has 8 planets. Unstable atmosphere. Does that mean it's just going to turn off?
Does our solar system even have a name?
Not that I know of. Well, it probably does, but like, I don't know if it has like a...
I can't stand it when I see people shooting revolvers with 2 hands.
Well, I mean, you probably would... I've shot a revolver before, and I absolutely had to use 2 hands with it. Don't know what caliber it was.
Baloney.
I absolutely had to hold it.
It was a
Like, the only
60
revolver I didn't
Magnum.
shoot with 2 hands was my grandpa's 22, but that's because it's a 22, so I could just whip that baby.
What does a
out.
single action army use?
Huh?
What is this?
45? I'm afraid I don't actually know. You're gonna have to...
Disappointed in yourself, like, I don't know.
Well, I should have known. It's like the best revolver, the best pistol, best handgun.
The only problem with it is the handle compared to the whole gun. It's like, it kind of looks twisty.
Oh, it is twisty, but when you hold it, it's perfect. Like, it's the perfect type of handle to, like, hold something. Because you kind of hold it, and then, because a lot of revolvers, when you hold it, it kind of points down, so you have to raise your wrist up, or it points up, so you have to raise your wrist down. But that's perfect, where you can just kind of, like, hold it.
I'm gonna get a snub nose 44 Magnum.
Snow
It's
is
not
gonna be
illegal.
even harder to shoot because it's just gonna like just like pop up on you. That hydrogen gel.
Whatever. If I can, if I can hide it,
If I can.
I must be one.
There's
If
really
I
small
must be one
pistols.
with my house.
You know
Like
the
anytime I hear a noise, I turn all the lights off so I can see them, but they can't see me.
Oh yeah.
I
Well, you
mean,
still
that
need
is
to.
the rule with Windows. Like if all your lights off are in your house, well, not all the lights, just the main ones, like the big ones. If those are on in your house, you can't see out the window, but they can see them perfectly fine. The opposite if the lights are off.
Mhm.
So I turn all the lights off so I can see them. They can't see a thing. And if I do see them, they're gonna get their arm blown off.
Um. You know the
Of course, I
Mauser.
say this until it happens.
You know the Mauser broom handle pistols, like the one, like my favorite pistol.
No, I don't.
The
But
ones
now
with
I
the
do.
big box. You do for sure.
After you said your favorite pistol.
Yeah.
So, yep.
You know how they can have a stock, like that wooden stock?
Yes.
Uh, one time I saw, and you know how like the stock is wooden, so you can put the gun in the stock, like
No.
a carrying case. Okay, well you can put the gun in the stock as like a carrying case. Um, but I saw a funny video where some guy had a Mauser and he like shot all the bullets out of it, and then so he was like, oh shoot, and then he like flipped it around and then pulled another Mauser out of the stock. All right, here I go. Another. Well, this isn't an egg; it's a relic this time. So huge difference there. I'm so used to
I
filming
find it
stuff.
sad when a game has to have mods to make it good. Or how when modders do a better job than developers. Like Fallout 4.
Yeah, it just disappears immediately. Like, I don't know if the game's just like teasing me here. Ow, hit myself. Now, see, I have no idea where it is.
Until I could get you a real Mauser, I'd get you a BB Bowser.
I already have
Mauser.
I already have an airsoft Mauser.
No, you have an airsoft Mauser.
That's what I said.
The
Right?
BB ones I'm talking about, like actually like when you shoot the gun, the whole slide actually goes back, and you
yeah.
reload it like a real gun. It's not a whole. I mean, you have to put in the BBs in the gun, but like I said, the slide goes back, and you have to pull the slide back. Like there's one that I forgot. I don't know what gun it's modeled after, but after I shoot all the BBs out of it, like the slide stays back and locks itself,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a real gun pistol would do.
This.
But anyways, until I can get you a real one, because I guarantee a real one, and you said it has to have some German symbol on it to know it's real or something like
okay,
that.
well, there's real ones, but the thing is, the ones that were actually used by, that guy's not can't even see me. He's above ground and I'm underground. Whatever. The ones used by, well, it's complicated, but basically
I can get you a
the
Mauser.
legit ones
I can't promise
are
I
the
can
ones,
get you ones that Germans actually used.
well, I don't mean actually used. I mean like the non-knockoff one, because the Chinese made some, right? And I'm pretty sure the real one, or quote-unquote real ones, professional ones, I guess, have a little 9 on the handle. It's pretty obvious to see if you see the handle, and it's just bigger. They're called Red 9 pistols or whatever, or like Red 9.
Interesting.
And if I remember
Big
correctly,
reds.
I don't know if those were the originals, but I'm pretty sure they were like the ones made by. They're how you know if they're made well or made by like
Actual Germans.
actual. This is made of actual Germans.
Yes, not Japanese Germans.
Excuse me. I'm seeing so many of these freaking cubes, and I don't know how useful they actually are. But I have like at least 10 of them now. I don't know how much money I have. I've scanned like everything around me, so I should be making a decent amount of money. Plants are like.
Don't be consumed. Don't be consumed by a
wrong.
scam.
Well, you know, like explore and stuff. And there's other ways to make this much money. This isn't like just an exploit. I know with freighters you can make a ton of money by doing missions.
Killing everything.
Sending your frigates out on missions. I think I told you about that. You build a command
Yes.
center and you can tell them to go on missions. Okay. Now I just want to get off this friggin' galaxy. Get out of this galaxy. So what? antimatter.
Once again, how can you build antimatter?
Uh,
Everything is made of matter. It's antimatter,
well,
and you can't
antimatter is
do
actually
it.
a real thing, but like that you can build, but it's more complicated. Well, because the idea is that it's just destructive. I mean, it's like, how do you build an explosion? You know what I mean? Because an
You
explosion is
don't build
just,
an explosion, you make an explosion.
well, yeah, but like, how do you make an explosion?
You put things together, and then they cause a chain reaction, and bam.
Well, yeah, that's kind of like the same thing with antimatter. Is you're not really. I think the antimatter is more of like the result rather than the thing you're making itself. You put two things together, and that's why you have to put it in a container in game. You put it in a container, and it makes antimatter, or it's like you store antimatter. So I think it's more of the. It would be like storing.
Yeah, but if everything's made of matter, then how can you make something that's not made of matter
Well, you're
with
not making
things
it.
that are made
Well,
of
it's like,
matter?
well, like how do you again?
Okay, you just said it's the result of something, but how can you have nothing from something? Or like, how can you? Okay, let's just use the word something and nothing for a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Say if you got something, and then you combine something with something, and then in the end, the result is nothing.
Mhm.
Or you have everything that's matter, put it all together, and then you get antimatter. I don't get it, man.
But it's like, well, imagine a positive thing and a negative thing. Like +5 and -5. Those are both things. You put them together and you get nothing. It's kind of like that. You know how you were in school long enough to know about like positive, negative charges for things, right?
Yes, I know how that stuff works.
And how like atoms can have like negative, whatever stuff. It's kind of like that, I imagine.
Yeah, but what does antimatter do? Or antimatter?
In game, I don't know in real life, but in game it charges hyperdrive. Okay, so I found these things called sac venom, and there's a ton of
Interesting.
them. And there's a sentinel here. I know as soon as I grab them, these yellow things generally mean if you grab them, they'll be. Ow! Oh, take them. I can't even grab them because I need a hazmat gauntlet. That sucks. It also comes out and spikes you a bit.
Look, right here. Doesn't exist. Molecules, molecules formed by atoms consisting of antiprotons, antineutrons, and positrons. Stable antimatter does not appear to exist in our
Well,
universe.
stable.
Okay, well, stable antimatter doesn't exist.
Because well, that's the idea. It's like a stable explosion. How do you exactly have that? Imagine like taking, because the idea of holding antimatter is like the idea of holding an explosion. You know what I mean?
Black hole.
Yeah. See, black holes are like that, kinda. I guess you can kind of hold explosions, but not for long. That's what a suppressor is actually. A suppressor holds an explosion for as long as it can to dampen the sound and to slow the bullet down because most of the sound that you hear is from the snap of the bullet breaking the sound barrier. What was I doing? Right. I need to make a thing. What are the chromatic metal? Do have that condensed carbon. You just put normal carbon in here. Bam, boom, bang. There you go. It's as simple as that, really. And I feel like making enough to where I can just like forget. I can just make like a bunch of these canisters. I always forget to do that. I want to just farm for a while and make a bunch of hyperfuel so I don't have to worry about this garbage. Or these friggin' jerks flying around. They'll scan my spaceship. I was helping someone move out today. There's like this couple college kids, friends of my dad. They're friends of my dad's, or children of my dad's friends. And I was moving this chair out of the way, this really big circle chair, and underneath it, I found like a gram of weed, just a small little bit of weed.
Oh, what? Oh,
Weed.
weed.
Yeah. You best believe I took that home. I'm kidding. I was like, oh, it's weed. And I was like, oh, just set it on the PlayStation. I'm like, all right. I guess that's where I
He's
am.
like, keep your mouth shut.
They had a GameCube and a PlayStation 4, but so they had like a VCR. They had the VCR, or okay, they had a shelf, and then they had the VCR on the shelf, and then they had a PlayStation on the VCR, and then they had this huge TV, like this one, bigger than the one in my room, on top of the PS4, and I was like,
That's you just smoking weed.
yeah, and on top of the, yeah.
They were probably thinking like, oh, dude, this is awesome. Best idea in the world.
People don't usually think straight when they're high. Did you know
A
Josh
collision
Ross?
between Josh Ross. Know him. Joking. Go ahead and Josh Ross. I've heard the last name Ross. I've heard Ross.
Well, Bob Ross.
I've also heard the word Josh. Yes, Bob Ross. That's where I've heard it from.
Go
So
ahead.
what were you saying? If I knew Josh
that
Ross.
was it. If you don't know this,
What?
I was asking if you knew him.
Was he like an actor or something?
No, he's my kid at school.
Oh. What's he look like?
He has freckles. He's white. Brown
As
hair.
most. Yes, I do know Josh Ross.
For
He
sure.
used to be in band with me.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
freckles,
yeah.
brown hair. He used
Yeah.
to be in band.
He smokes a lot. It's very obvious. I haven't even smoked, and like I can tell. Anyone who's
What?
hot, like I don't even smoke, obviously, and anyone can tell.
Yeah, I caught someone smoking. I didn't catch a smoking. Freaking. I already told you about the Lewis kid that for some reason didn't like me, like freaking mortal enemies or something. Did not like each other very well.
Lewis, I swear that name
Anyways.
sounds familiar.
That's cause he used to freaking like aggravate me at the playground all the time.
What did he look
Or
like?
like when lunch was over. He's Hispanic, short, maybe a little shorter than me, of the same size, black hair. Of course, he's Hispanic.
Oh wait, was he kind of like big?
What do you mean, like in which way?
Like chubby?
Yes, a little bit.
Was he? Did he have like a mustache?
Yes.
Sort of? Okay, I think I know what you're talking
And he
about.
wore like,
Jim.
he always wore like a Adidas jacket or whatever. Like a light blue turquoise jacket.
I don't know.
And boy.
Speaking of Adidas jacket, I think I know what I'm gonna do for Halloween this year.
What?
I'm gonna get like a cheap $15 Russian gas mask, like an actual like real Russian gas mask. They're really cheap.
The mine's
There's so
only
many of them.
$15. Oh,
Huh?
never mind.
Yeah, 'cause there's like a
I was gonna
million.
ask why they're so cheap.
They're also just made of rubber and glass, so it's like whatever. But and then I'm gonna.
But it'll protect you from gas. Advertisement
yeah,
there.
it'll also kill you if you have the filter on, because the filters back then, the filters were made of also poison, but it was better than gas. So
Fighting poison and poison, am I right?
It had asbestos, and nobody really knew what asbestos was back then, so it's kind of whatever. But like, they have replacement filters, like fake ones, to put on there, and you can clean them. Although I'm not gonna risk that. Anyways, so I'm gonna have that and an Adidas jacket, and just be like a stereotypical Slav. You know, the whole like all the stereotypes with like vodka and they're squatting and they're wearing those hats and like with Adidas jackets. You ever seen those?
No.
Oh, well never mind then. And I'm gonna go up and go up to people and go like hide in the between the fences in between our house, like different houses in our street, and just go like or neighborhood and go like stare at people from them.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
It's not creepy.
I would like to do Halloween if so much people are getting killed.
Nobody's getting killed. I could also
I'm
dress up
trying
as
to-
Jason Brody. I ain't kidding. I kind of look like him. Kind of.
Okay.
What's the closest fictional character that I look to? Like, can you name someone else that I look like? Any fiction thing?
Well, I mean, the first guess I had was the Australian parkour guy.
Yeah, but I don't really look like him though.
Of that. You don't look like Jason Brody at all, then.
How?
And plus, the picture you sent me was like
How?
some fan art. That wasn't an
That
actual
wasn't fan
picture
art?
of him.
Yes, it was. That
That was not his actual
promotional
cover.
art. Yeah, it is. That's promotional art.
That's not what he looks like in game.
His in-game model is never meant to be seen. It's only seen once, and it's in a drug montage, so it's blurred anyway. And at the beginning of the game in the cutscene.
When you go to the facts, like his little tablet he has that gives him facts, you can see a picture of him. It's not a picture, it's like his
in-game model.
thing.
Look at the official art. You'll know what
Raw.
Look at the official art, look at the trailers, look at everything except for his in-game model. Look at how he's supposed to look, basically. And I have the goatee, but his is a bit more filled out, obviously, and a bit like...
You have the hair, but that's it. Your facial structure is not the same.
It's the same, except his is like
You've already
straighter.
said yourself you're not as fit. You also don't have the 1,000-yard stare. Alright? So he does.
Look, man, if I got a bit more fit, and then, like, I don't know...
They started killing drug lords, then maybe you'll look like him.
Well, those go hand in hand, really, so...
Oh, that's what all the fit people do around here. Because they just go around killing a bunch of drug lords.
Oh, that's the same.
It says right here, if anti...
You sound like a freaking senator. It says right here. Look at the official documents.
Well, it says right here, if... excuse me. I'm trying to read this. A collision between any particle and its antiparticle partner is known to lead to their mutual annihilation, which I guess that means the opposite of that. So is that why, if you like have glass, yeah, if you have glass, and then you have hot, this usually works in old coffee cups. Not coffee cups. What are those things called? Yeah, when you like, or with glass most of the time, is when you make it hot, and then you put cold water, and the glass breaks. Is that why? Is that why, Brandon? I think I just figured out the answers to the universe.
Man, I have 3 million. 3 million and a half. I started, you remember when I bought the gun? A long time ago? A little bit ago? And it was like, I had 1 million after that, or less than 1 million. And now I have 3 million and a half just from scanning stuff. And now I'm ready to get to another galaxy, hopefully with...
I guess I'll get on your stream. You know, it's not like I was trying to answer life's universal questions or anything.
You were off the stream, actually. I just can't wait till you...
How do you think I was reading all that?
In fact, I might go to bed soon. I'm gonna go to another galaxy, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
No.
Look, I'm gonna do one more galaxy, and then I'm gonna go to bed. And then
You're gonna do one more
when
galaxy.
I
That
wake
means
up
every
tomorrow-
planet in this
When I
universe.
wake up tomorrow, or rather, when I get up tomorrow, and it's 3 o'clock, not in the morning, like...
Why don't you just put an alarm for 12?
I'm not gonna put an alarm. What do you think I am, some kind of alarmist? Funny joke.
No? So, is that the center of the galaxy there? That big old bright white light?
I'll look back because I know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about, but I know where the center of the galaxy is. And that's actually a way. So the map, the grid I was talking about, it'll actually tell you, like, okay, if you want to go to the galactic hub or your friend, whatever, you type out the coordinates where you want to go, and it'll say look at the center of the galaxy, and then look 10 degrees to the left, and then go straight in that direction, which obviously is hard.
I don't know what. If you said look at 11 o'clock, then I'd look to the left a little bit. But if you say look 10 degrees to the left, it's like, don't know what you're talking about. Because how do you know what 10 degrees to the left is?
It's like, you assume you're turning all the way around as a circle, so it's like...
But that means you're estimating what 10 degrees is.
You the same way you estimate 11 o'clock, you're not exactly with that. It took me a while to understand.
If I have a clock, and the 11 o'clock is 2 right here, I know exactly where to look. But if you just say 10 degrees, well, how big is this 10 degrees? How big is this circle?
The circle is all the way around you. Like if you spun in a circle, it's like the same with in 1 degrees to 1 degrees again. Like all the full circle. I wish you could
No,
emote
a
more
full
than one
circle would
gun.
be -1 degrees. I'm joking, I wouldn't know.
360.
Wow, that guy looked golden for a second.
Because I'm golden. Until I feel that jump, that is. This is a neat little pistol you got here. Oh, it's A class. That's nice, except it has less. Like, let's compare these bad boys. Oh, I could get it for free too, but that's probably because I have 3 S class upgrades. It has better damage by default, and it does have a mining. I already have a mining beam. I like the mine. Personal force field. I read about that. That seems cool. It's basically like a bubble shield in Halo. You know, I kind of want to.
Halo shields. Oh, never mind.
I kind of want a pistol. If you're gonna have a rifle, I kind of want a pistol. So we have like different things.
Go ahead, have
Well,
the
you know what?
little gun too. You're already gonna have the little ship.
Well, you know what? You're gonna start it with a rifle anyway, so I might as well wait to get a pistol because you're gonna.
Yeah, mine now, right?
Plus, I spent a lot on these. It's gonna take a while to get this many S class analysis things back because I spent pretty much all the nanite clusters.
You sure you can't take those off?
Actually, I am. I wasn't able to take off the other one. I think you might be able to destroy them, but I know you can't take them off. Okay, yeah, you can dismantle them, but you don't get the nanite clusters back. You get chromatic metal and technology modules, which is not what you want.
Why? But if you dismantle them, one you might not be able to get that pistol for free. Or is it solely based off the gun?
I don't know. Well, the point is that it wouldn't be worth it anyway. I'm gonna wait until I get, because you get those simply just by exploring and uploading what you discover. So it's not hard. It's just like whatever. They see they're common every single one since that first one. They're here, but no. 20 in a row and they're not there. But yeah, if you upload your discoveries, you get nanite clusters. So it's not like they're like hard to find or anything. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna explore this one galaxy. And say.
Planet.
No, this solar system. This one just looks like.
You explore the entire thing. That's gonna take a gajillion hours.
Well, it's 5, 6 planets plus a moon. Toxic planet. I'm not too worried about that. I'm worried about if it has like toxic storms or whatever. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Did I say
It's a
toxic?
rainstorm.
It says noxious.
Well, that's the same thing. Yeah, I can't really land right now because it's a freaking rainstorm. See, I don't mind like the normal toxic, just like, oh, it's taking down the big by a little bit. But when it's a rainstorm, it's just like.
You need to find a lava planet.
You can't trust anything because it's like flourishing. Oh yeah, let me guess. There's like superheated rainstorm. Have you ever been in an accident that resulted in your death? Yes, no. Ah, funny. It said it was a flourishing planet, and I feel that that's probably true, but I also feel like there's rainstorms. I like these little lines, though. This is kind of cool. It looks like it has, like, dams built in, but they're obviously not built.
So let me just get there real quick. Oh, 9 seconds later. It's like I'm just your ghost in the past. You come here, 9 seconds later, I stop by, I'm like,
You're,
oh,
what's his name?
yeah, this is cool.
From, South Park, Hindsight, Captain Hindsight.
I don't watch South Park.
Sweltering damp. Yeah, it's absolutely a glitch where every single planet, no matter how perfect, it always has boiling water. But Captain Hindsight, have you ever seen that in South Park?
I said I don't watch South Park, but I know who it is,
like,
but I don't know who it is.
Oh, it's just a guy who's like a house is on fire, and there's like someone stuck upstairs and they can't get down, and they're like, Captain Hindsight, come help, and he flies in and he's like, you should have built ladders on the outside of the house, and then he flies off and they're like, thank you, Captain Hindsight. I think that's what his name is. That could be something like that.
Maybe Captain Obvious.
No, that's from the commercials.
I know what commercials you're talking about. Look at that beautiful water
Bountiful. Oh hey.
in the Australian outback.
Yeah, there's so many planets I've been to where it's just flat. It reminds me of like sub-Saharan Africa. You know, the reason grass and plants are green is because photosynthesis, and so they can absorb like certain things. I forget what it's called.
Wrong. The reason grass is green is because light bounces off of them and
That's what-
slaps you in the eyes.
That's what
But guess what?
photosynthesis
Light is nothing but an illusion.
That's what photosynthesis is. You're like,
Just
no
like
light.
black is not really black. It's just a darker, really dark
It's
shade
not
of white.
black.
It's just illusion.
It's black, not really black. Sorry, I'm not making fun of you. Learn the Corvax
Black
words for
isn't
scare.
black. It's a darker white, my friend.
Then looks like tomatoes.
But of course, if light is an illusion, then how can someone be colorblind? That's just how they perceive color.
Just well, the thing is.
Then you're not really colorblind. You just see color
the problem
differently
isn't
than
that
someone
they
else.
don't perceive it different. It's the fact that they don't perceive color at all.
No. Colorblind doesn't mean colorblind changes certain colors.
Sorry, colorblind. I thought you were just blind. Well, the thing is, colorblind doesn't perceive like they don't perceive certain colors at all. Like for example, my friend Joey is red-green colorblind. So it's not that he perceives red and green different. It's that they're just not there, and they're replaced by.
They just don't exist. If something's green, it just doesn't exist for him. So half Earth doesn't exist.
We make jokes of that, like where it's like there's grass, and they're like, "Can you see the grass?" But no, it's like his brain replaces green with a different color, so he just doesn't perceive green. His brain's like, no. This
Exactly,
planet,
he just perceives it as a different color.
you know what, this planet's kind of grossing me out now, because I'm thinking, I see all this grass, makes me think of Cheeto dust.
What?
You'll just look at it, like, maybe you can't see it as well, but it just looks like Cheeto dust.
But why is Cheetah just creep you out?
Well, it's not creep me out. It's like I'm on a planet where everything, because I don't like, nobody likes Cheeto dust getting all over them and all over all their stuff. But it's like everything is Cheeto dust.
What's going on?
I'm gonna kill this here bird real quick.
I gotta get the game, and I gotta wait 40-minute drive.
That thing fell quick. A what minute drive? Oh right, you're
45-minute drive.
Yeah, you forgot.
Dadgummit. The problem is there's no telling when my mom's actually gonna get here. So I'm gonna be sitting here. Actually, I'm gonna go to bed like. No.
What is that little walking around teddy bear looking thing?
Actually, I'll probably go to bed after you like get off when you're done your stream. So I'm probably gonna sleep till like 12 or 1 anyways. Then my mom's gonna go like, I'm here, and I'm gonna go like, wrong.
Oh, there he
And
goes.
you're too distracted with the octopus face.
No, you gotta see him. Oh, that's a lot of money. It's like $250,000. What is this?
250,000.
What is this? Are you looking at it? Are you seeing what I'm
Wrong.
seeing?
I'm seeing nothing right now. Oh, I think you're fixing to walk up on it.
What is this? He's just moseying
That
around.
is the devil's disciple.
Passive.
He's a giant. That thing is quite disturbing. Oh my goodness. Like, what you're looking at is like a bear with like a standing bear with like
Yeah.
scales on it. And look at it. Look into its eyes. You walk up to it, pet it, feed it, you punch it on its leg.
I have the things to
I'm
feed
sure
it.
kick you into another universe.
No, stop turning around, buddy. I'm trying to feed you. Oh, I'm not trying to feed you. I'm pretending to try to feed you. No, he's just ignoring me.
Well, he's actually looking at you. Oh, no, he's not.
There we go.
Oh, excuse me.
That's a good picture right there. I usually like having my feet either covered up by something or like not in the picture. I think it just makes it feel like it's connected to the ground a bit better.
What?
But discovering that guy was worth $250,000.
Everything. Oh, I thought you were just saying like in general discovering him. It's like, oh, that's with everything.
Game's over. Jared, don't bother. I'm gonna delete the game. I've discovered all I need. Teletubbies, space Teletubbies. I'm done. That's it. It's over. My career's done.
Yeah, you're buying the next game.
What? What next game?
If there's, if there's ever a game you want to try, and one of us has to buy it, you're doing it.
Well, what game? You've never had like a game where you're like, oh yeah, Brandon, try this. It's just like, I always have the games that you end up liking. Dark Souls, Far Cry.
You have to respawn. If you respawned it to me, then you actually unplugged the Bluetooth thing that I plug into the PS4. I was staring at it and I was like, this looks interesting. Pulled it out.
Must.
Anyways, I was saying that if I'm going to buy No Man's, okay, this is it. If there's a game we both want and it's $20, the equivalent to No Man's Sky, then you have to get it this time.
Well, is there one though that you can think of? It's always like.
No, I'm saying if the game ever does come, like if you're like, oh, we should get this game or we should try it, then I'm gonna go like, we will, but you're paying for it.
I'm paying for it.
Yeah, because most of the games you're like, hey, you should try this, and you're like, oh, okay, let's try it, and you're like, yeah, I already got it for free.
Well, I either bought it or got it for. Whoa, that's a bigger cave than I was expecting.
Oh, Buster, you ugly, ugly son of a gun.
This definitely doesn't look like the cave I saw originally. There's probably another one. No, that's the center of the planet. Good. Good. You get so much money for the scanning, though. I ought to have like 4 million by now. Yeah, almost 5 million.
Be careful, you might get addicted to scanning.
Well, I mean, it's not even like hard.
Gotta have more. Gotta have more, man.
It's not even hard. It's just like, go up to something, scan it, $50,000.
That's not a quarter. That's half a quarter.
Wait, what? No, I was talking about that Teletubby specifically.
Oh.
For some reason, he gave me more, maybe because he was like bigger.
Maybe because he was that.
Yeah, he was. Whatever that is. Oh,
Maybe you should name it that. Teletubby.
May I please have?
It's gonna be very difficult naming things though. Because when I try to name something, I always get it from like other things.
Yeah.
I can't think of it just a name out of nowhere. Unless it has something very distinct about it. But other than that, it's just like, what do I name it? Grass.
Grass.
I'm gonna name a very tall tree grass.
Pebble. These rocks that always spawn as giant boulders. You're like, pebble.
Pebbles. If I see a snake, dinosaur.
Danger noodle.
Danger noodle. Oh boy, I gotta find one stupid planet where I'm just gonna name everything the dumbest names in the universe. I swear.
That's my second favorite name for snakes. My favorite is Nope Rope.
Nope. Yep. I'm gonna find a planet. I'm gonna name snakes. Well, have you ever even found snake-like creatures here on this game?
Flying
Besides
snakes.
flying snakes.
And maybe
Besides flying snakes, I'm talking about crawling snakes.
I know crawling. Slytherin. No, I haven't. I have seen
Planes.
butterflies though. So
You've seen butterflies.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe on this planet we can call them butt flies.
More like I couldn't think of a funny,
Nutella flies.
couldn't think of a funny in time. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to, I said I was gonna explore the galaxy, but yeah, I'm just gonna save on this planet, and then,
No, I'm a loser. I'm joking. There's a lot of planets to explore.
Yeah, there's like 6 or, I'm never gonna do one more right now. Plus, it's freaking 5 o'clock, I need to sleep, I'm not gonna wake up till 12 tomorrow. If I sleep at all at night, I don't even know. But yeah, you better have the game tomorrow.
Those
So
SL.
okay, here's the thing. If I'm asleep or like however whatever it is, not at the PlayStation or anything, and you get the game, obviously start the download and stuff. And if you get to the point where you start playing and I'm still somehow asleep or whatever, um, then get to the point where you can get to the first space station, which you always start in a galaxy with a space station. So um, just get to the space station, park, and when you get out of your uh, your ship, it will save. So, or the game saves every time you get out. So just get out